Emperor's will! If we fight and die! What is death? Death! What is it that gives us purpose? What is it that gives the war purpose? Vanquish the foes of the Emperor. The heretic! The alien! The mutant! The heretic! The alien! The mutant! What is it to be an enemy of the Emperor? What is to be dead? What is it to be the instrument of the Emperor's damnation? The Space Marines, the Angels of Death. What is it to be a Space Marine? It is to be pure, to be strong, to show no pain, no mercy, no remorse, no remorse. What is it to be pure? To know no fear. It is in God's faith. Heresy grows from idleness. To admit defeat is to blaspheme against the Emperor. For those who seek perfection, there can be no rest on this side of the grave. Even a man who has nothing can still offer his life. The man who has nothing can still have faith. Success is measured in blood. Yours or your enemies. For the Emperor. 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 This is the hope of moment. This is the hope made to the throne. This is the hope of Blackthrone. There's only war.
Finally, it has come. That which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it. Utterly. With total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone.
Hello and welcome once again to Tattletails RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. We return to our longest running campaign, somehow. The War for Black... Free game systems that we've used. Be it Dark Heresy, Black Crusade, Death Watch, D&D, and now Wrath and Glory. We return once again to the Warhammer 40k Blackthrone edition, to Blackthrone narrative. This Elseworld, a different timeline here in 40k, set loosely after the events of Wormwood and the return of the Primarch Lord Guilliman. We find ourselves in the midst of a major conflict as the Ursus Crusade breaks across the Ursus system. The Red River flows through this system, the warp bleeding into the unreality of the cosmos here. Ursus Tertian, the Aravesian, Ursus Majoris, and Gurzag all lie in wait, enemies plotting and planning their moves, warp rifts still open as the tides of Demonata and the cavernous monsters of the warp continue to lay siege into the reality of this place. Stepping forwards into this reality, of course, are our heroes, though I hesitate to call them that. We have Brother Ryan, Brother Fool, and Trooper Gently, we have the Elven Commodore of the Midas, as well as the somehow still living what's his name, Kaleem? Not Montgomery, that's my D&D character. Monteo Krell, somehow still kicking, despite everything. We, of course, have Inquisitor Cadigan having stepped into this fray. And, of course, old reliable Aegis. Sorry, Liam.
Sorry, Inquisitor Cadigan stepped in last session?
Inquisitor Cadigacy, yes.
Ooh.
At the head of the Ursus Crusade, Kill Team Salvation have found themselves torn between two masters. Inquisitor Valerie Reed has very much been taking a backseat in the current path of things, outranked and outplayed perhaps by her old rival, the High Lord Castellus, but also outranked by the Lion of Caliban who has joined you on this crusade. She has very much stepped back. However, it's unlikely that you can keep a lady like Reed down for long. And as our party have descended on Ursus Minoris, devoting the entirety of their Crusade's war effort to the front lines to establish a beachhead, we have fought tooth and nail across the cracked ice and burning snow of this demon world to lay claim to the orbital gun batteries so that you can create a safe space. And that has brought you success. Through the destruction of the orbital batteries, you can see here our first supply line has been formed. The Primus Umbilical. This will be your first supply line and will allow you to, refuel your supplies, which are currently beginning to dwindle. However, it will come under attack, as I'm sure you are aware. And all good things shall come. The fate of Ursus... Say again?
I'm good.
The fate of Ursus Minoris hangs in the balance. Despite being a demon world, it is a relatively young one. And reality and the good grace of the Emperor has not yet given up on this world. Through the silencing of the orbital batteries, massed planetfall has taken place. The Kronos Rift, a flickering schism in the warp where time blended and the entire battle took place in a single second and over the course of centuries, has been closed by a combined efforts of the Grey Knights and rogue trader Orang. Hey. However, close run thing at the drop site where you attempted to establish your beachhead. The chapter known as the Sin Feast, a zealot chapter of murderous cannibals who venerate the Emperor as the ultimate embodiment of man-made flesh, have been stalwartly defending against the demons of Khorne, Nurgle, Zeech and Slanesh, as well as a tide of Homo Verminus, the Scavenata. And now, in a race to the finish, the Lion of Caliban and Kill Team Salvation find themselves racing across the ice towards the drop site. But as we sort of freeze frame on the army's arrival, let's rewind slightly. As the gun battery detonates, rippling into the night sky. This gun battery, these orbital guns, were possessed. Think Mauler Fiends, or what are those cannons in Total Warhammer called? The fantasy ones, the ones that puke gun. What are they called? The cannons that Chaos get.
Well, hell cannons. The hell cannons, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Think hell cannons. These were orbital batteries built and possessed by demons, by the warsmiths of Hashut, as you have discovered that there is a new power rising in the warp. There have always been lesser gods, mini-gods, Vashtor, Malice, and many others. But a new power is beginning to arise within the warp. The power not only of chronomancy, which seems to be wielded by a strange messenger who presented himself to Rhine by the name of Consul Patar, but also a new demon lord, a lesser demon perhaps, undivided, akin to Be'lakor and Vashdor. Hashut, the god of torment and slavers. A new patron is arising here in the Ursus system. But enough rambling from me, because I realise there is a shit ton to cover sometimes. We return in that moment where we freeze frame. And if I bring us back to the shield array where you made your initial base, these are the allies you have with you. Is there any role player, anyone you would like to discuss things with? Is there anything you would like to prep going forwards, knowing what your plans are? As you sort of limp back to the shield array, many of you are wounded. And as salvation sort of gathers, if I may indeed gather salvation into the centre here, if we could all move any tokens you can see. Obviously Amara will come listen into the conversation because she be like that. Yeah, Gawain counts, I guess. Still need to make him a Kim, did you send, can you quickly, is it pinned, his new character sheet?
We said we would do that together, but so we haven't found a day to do that yet.
No, you've done it. Pinned, you've sent it to me.
Oh.
I've just found it. I'll get that done ASAP, just in case you want to play Gawain when we go into the war. Spoilers. Just in case.
That's it. Just in case, yeah.
I will do it ASAP. Sorry, it's so one of those things.
Don't worry about it.
As everyone is sort of returned back, there is a sight that nobody is happy to see. You see the Imperial Knight, the White Menace, fall to one knee, its head bowed. You see the Ogryn Boulder. Hey, it's not possible. Victoria Eternia, the Armiger Warglaive, kneels in stealth solitude. As the party returns from the combat, the burning tornado of fire behind them from the guns, the Primarch of the First Legion, the Lion of Caliban, is carrying in his arms the broken body of one of the Emperor's own custodians. And the Lion steps into the center of this arena where you have made your base, with Amara Astrid nearby, because, Amara Astrid's from Ensolum. Amara and Usundi nearby. He bows his head. I will not bury him on a demon world. He is owed the rights and honors that any of us are. Who will take him back to my ship?
Ambrose and his voidsmen at that point will fall to their fucking knees in reverence and grief.
With you are the 40 surviving members of the brass cohort that came with you into that battle. The silence is broken by an echoing, forlorn owl as Sven drops to his knees as well. Limping in the wake of the Primarch, Amet Viserion takes the body of Custodian Apollo. I will carry him, my lord. And begins to limp away, where you can see there is a flight of dropships inbound. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
Would it be possible for Cadigan to be on one of those dropships, if you please? Because
yes, that is absolutely
in the next phase.
Yep, that is completely fine. As the dropship touches down, blazoned with the symbol of the Dark Angels, you can see the drop. It's a Thunderhawk gunship. The front slams down, and emerging from it comes Inquisitor Cadigan and the rest.
Would it be at all possible with the kind of if with every kind of Imperium was able to kind of feel that the death of Apollo in some way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be fair enough to say that Thrall could also sense that death himself, therefore he can sense an urgent need to return?
Well, Fool is currently fighting at the drop site.
Oh yeah.
Because you guys allocated your resources there.
Yeah.
A little while ago. But I will say that we cut to Fool mid-combat as he lifts a demonette and snaps her in half. And like as she explodes into violet light and is cast back into the warp. Just because that's a fucking cool image. We do see the helmet sort of turn, as you can sense there has been, you don't know who, but there has been an irreplaceable loss.
Oh. I forgot he was already there, so...
No, it's quite alright, by all means.
That's all for me.
Cadigan, in seeing Apollo transporting a body of the custodian, he would fall to one knee in reverence, because even as coy as Cadigan could be, the death of a custodian is no fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
He would gesture to Apollo whilst transporting Ahmed. The Emperor weeps for the lost brother custodian, and so do I.
Ahmet inclines his head to you. All life is sacred to the Emperor. We are bullets in his gun. We are the serrations of his blade. And across this galaxy we spend life like a currency. Of this we all know is truth.
And the serration of his blade shall be cast in vengeance to the arch-enemy for such heinous actions today. That is my solemn vow.
Your zeal is appreciated and beloved, Inquisitor Cadigan. But do not let anger cloud your mind. This is a world of emotions. Let us not give it more hatred. He looks down at Apollo and reaches down to where there's the broken Venatari blade. Let us do as unto the Emperor's will. Purge the heretic and slay the demon.
We may slay the demon at a later time. My lord, you must lay him to rest. There will be plenty enough around for when you return.
And Apollo looks at you. Are you telling a custodian to take a break?
No. I'm telling him to lay his brother to rest first, then come back and kill.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. Good luck.
Well, advising, please.
Just make a persuasion roll for me. Shit.
Persuasion. DM?
I just want to see how many successes you get.
I would say that supplicant is applicable.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that assessment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Five successes. Amet's eyes harden for a second as he looks down towards you. You are bold, Cadigan. The Emperor knew first and foremost to heed the words of the human, for he was but a man. The greatest of men, but a man the same. I would dearly take your advice. Truly I do. I would love to rest and take my time in such things. Apollo was a close friend. We fought together for many centuries. However, time itself is against us. The changer of ways is among us. I shall not rest. My blade is his until it can be wielded no more.
On
But
this I shall not argue further with you, my lord.
Argument with a custodian is unwise, even for a High Lord Cadigan.
As you say, my lord.
There's a shimmer of a smile on his face. Now, and he steps away, and you see like a coterie of like honored sort of scribes and people of the First Legion, the Dark Angels, step forwards and take the body of Apollo. And Amet looks to it before saying, "Do not hide him. Do not pretend this has not come to pass. Do not think that it will not make the sons of the Emperor fight all the harder. There is no shame in death, for only in death does duty end." And he looks at the remembrancer. "Let the Imperium know a custodian fell this day. Let the Imperium know so that the Imperium may answer." And he turns and stalks away.
Cadigan would approach the main group after that. He's done enough.
George, you were going to say something.
Was I?
I heard a oomph. I thought it was you. I heard someone start to talk. Apologies.
It might have been me tapping my head as I was itching the back of my head. No,
Oh, bitch. Fair enough. Sorry.
That was me.
No worries then. Carrying on. You go on, Clint.
I was gonna ask, could Montel investigate what he saw last session before I wasn't here?
Perseus?
Wasn't here last session. Yeah.
The visions, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you mean to investigate?
From what I remember, he was, from what Montel saw, he saw Perseus in the crowd of bloodletters walking away from them towards something.
Yeah, you had visions of Perseus, yeah.
Could I get to the high point and just look out and see where he was walking to? Or, well, plot where he would be walking to.
Okay, I vibe with that. Sorry, mouthful of crumpet and cheese. My favourite slut.
What?
Crumpet and cheese.
Crumpet and cheese. Yeah. I'll say that this is going to be a very high DN, being open with you, because you are essentially trying to track a hallucination on a world that makes hallucinations real, which is why I'm allowing it, but also a world that is constantly changing, right? This is a demon world. The snow bleeds and, the ice cracks and whimpers. This place is fucked. So I will allow it, because I think it's interesting, but I will need it to be a DN7 survival check for me, please.
Yeah, and several survival check. Okay. Alright, I'm going to roll. Hold up, I will be rolling. Approved. 12 successes.
Jesus. Any shifts for glory or anything? Don't forget that.
Yeah, one ship for glory.
Nice. Alright, if you heard lots of banging and crashing there, it was me getting the rulebook out.
Consult the sacred armament.
Yep, you're consulting the sacred argument, sir. Kaleem, you're able to not track so much as envision. Think like the Sherlock Holmes, like, breakdown of a scene, you know? Like Batman in Arkham Knight recreating everything.
Mm-hmm.
Displacement of snow here. And you realise that this was purely a hallucination. This was not a physical entity, even here in the demon world. But you look out towards where the wall was. The wall that you guys broke apart in your first fight upon landing here. And stood in between, you have like this scene of like the tall, maybe 20 meters high. This wall is huge. 20 meters, about the size of a Warhound Battle Titan, I think, to be open with you. About 20 meters high, made of ice and black stone, burning with fires in the ice. And there's now a massive sort of cut in the center of it, like it's, you know, been blown apart as you guys move through. You can see that that wound in the wall is slowly beginning to heal. And stood in that wound as it begins to heal, which, by the way, will close you guys all off from the rest of Ursus Minoris. You can see a figure in yellow plate. Not dissimilar to Gwaine, but more akin to Brother Serpents with the checkered shoulder pad. But unlike the other two, he wears flowing blue robes and is carrying a staff of office.
When you say heal, do you mean that the Chaos Realm is healing or the physical reality of...
The wall is healing. The wall is a living thing. It's like a membrane.
Oh, right, got it. The membrane. So
which is not like a huge problem. You guys have 2 Imperial Knights with you. You can reopen a wall. But it's more just a note of like the sort of shit you're against here on the planet.
Because I got long shot as a talent, do I see him... What is his body posture? What is his body language say?
Wounded. He stood... The weight clearly favours one side.
Montero's just going to sit
Make
there
an
by
insight
himself.
check for me. No DN.
Oh yeah. Inside.
It always goes well when Bob says that.
I only have 1. Let's go. It's not good.
On a 1, Kaleem, you have a feeling that you could reach out and speak to Perseus. He wills you to talk to him. You could communicate even from this distance.
This could be the manifestation of the orb, or this could be the actual sign of something else. Damn, I wish Thule was here.
I mean, we have him on speed dial as of last session, so...
If I were to tell the others, they'll think I'm insane. God, they'll think I'm tainted.
Which is in order, correct?
Montel is going to creep back down, and he's going to pull Calliope. Actually, Jim, is Calliope down on the ground?
Calliope is sat to the side with the Reed gang, with her uncle and her mother, and they're just sort of rearming and reloading. You can see that all of the Reeds are very much in a kill or be killed mindset right now.
Can I speak to them? Speak all three to them on their own, like speak to them for.
You can privately speak to them, yeah.
Montel will just take them to one side and just ask them if they could.
Okay.
Hear him out on something.
You sort of tuck to the side. Reed sort of gives you a bit of a look, but knows Monteo well enough to know that Actually, I was about to say that he was like knows Monteo well enough to know that this wouldn't be frivolous, but let's face it, Monteo would also just go up to them to ask out Calliope. Like, the man we have established, balls of steel.
What do you mean, Calliope? I would go for the Reed.
Respect. Wobbie's not here. The grandmas are available.
He's a MILF hunter.
Honestly, if Wobbie was here, Reed would have been claimed by now.
Reed would have been pregnant.
Wobbie is considered a breeding bull amongst the GILF community. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Quickly, before she first comes.
They step to the side, and you can see Valadin is giving you a bit of a look of, the fuck do you think you're doing here? But with a nod from Calliope and Valerie, he doesn't chastise you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Inquisitor Reed, Calliope, Lord Valadin, and Montel will show a bit of. He's a little bit terrified about what he's about to say, which is not the first time, not typically the first time he's ever been terrified.
Reed sort of leans in, coughs up a bit of a lung and blood spittles out. Take your time, Monteo. Take your time.
I think I'm seeing things that are not there. I keep seeing things that I just don't understand. During that fight, I saw nothing more than just a massive white flash, then nothing. I then saw Perseus walking towards the flesh wall.
As you say Perseus, there is a visible reaction from Reed. Her eyes frown. You have seen the Lamenter?
I want to say yes to that Inquisitor Reed. I want to, but I don't know. I think it might be some trickery, but I recognized the blue robe, the staff of office. Either I'm not intelligent or not know the trickery of a warp, or it's actually Perseus.
Reed sort of frowns. You have reported repeated visions of Perseus, or at least Salvation had, because I believe we have seen Perseus already a few times, once or twice.
Only once in the Chaos campaign, Bob. The other time, what I believe was the Redwood ship.
Yes, Redwoods is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, go on, George.
And any Legions of the Damned was often Fafnir or Ube so far.
Yes, Legion of the Damned Perseus is not. And Reed sort of looks. Monteo, Perseus is dead. He was...
I know.
Then seeing him cannot bode well. If indeed this is a creature of the warp, then it is trying to... It is fucking with you, Monteo.
It's trying to learn me. In other words, I never had a hunt before where the predator is luring me.
Monteo. Please take this the right way, Monteo. And I don't mean this as an insult. You have proven your mettle 1,000 times over. But if there is a greater warp entity, why would it be baiting you? What do you know that I don't?
That's the thing. I don't. I'm just a guardsman with a gun. Unless you've done some lobotomy to me that I have not know of, and Montel will start tapping his head for any holes.
Reed winces as you say. Reed winces as you say that, And out of character, out in her head, you just hear, we stopped lobotomizing them after Clan Tenbara. She glances at Aegis. Like,
Oh, right. Sorry, Chris Reed. I'm still the Imperial Guardsman with the peanut of a brain.
yes, for better or for worse.
Yeah. But what if it is him?
Then I suggest you speak with it. I do not know. I did not have long to speak with Perseus. Unfortunately. He was a psyker in my employ, is the best way I can put it. A powerful one. If he has died and somehow is reaching out to us through the war, I can believe it. However, I cannot advise on such things. It saddens me deeply to say this, but your best port of call would have been an Ordo Malleus, Inquisitor. And the closest thing we have to that is Inquisitor Cadigan.
That's understandable. I was going to talk to him and thought about it. but
I
thought of
strongly
playing
suggest, and I appreciate being taken into your confidence. I do, truly. Perhaps speak with the Malii. Were this a Xenos threat, I would attempt to engage. In open honesty, I would. That is my prerogative.
I will keep that in mind. I will speak to Callaghan, see if we can try and form a connection in a safe environment.
Very well.
I
Be careful, Monteo Krell. You are a man of singular resistance, but you are far from immortal.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm not immortal, but I am durable. And Monteo will tap his legs.
You are endlessly reconstitutionable.
Yep. Yep. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Was there anything else, Monteo?
No, not really, actually. I was gonna ask, like, after this battle, if I somehow survive, why
Yes.
if I join the Ordo Xenos?
Yes.
Wait, you do mind?
Yes. Good day, Monteo.
Damn. Alright. Oh well.
The balls on
No,
this
no.
kind of guy.
Oh well.
Hold up, wait a second. Wasn't it like 5 sessions ago you asked to be part of the Ordo Malleus as well?
Man wants to be an inquisitor desperately. I mean,
but
it
yeah.
depends. What are you asking? Because we've discussed before about joining the Ordo Xenos.
Yeah. It was
Do
one of
you
the things
mean
I wanted.
as... Because even I told you this is on the 11th of... Sorry, the 12th of November, so this is last month. I told you possible, highly unlikely. Why would we choose Monteo over anyone else?
I have no reason.
So that's what we need to work on. However, she's not... The way you phrased that was, can I be an Inquisitor? She's not going to have that. Maybe there's a place in a retinue. Maybe. You've proven yourself capable. But the problem you've got there is Reed is currently not creating a retinue. She hasn't got a Dark Heresy posse, as it were, does she? She's very much... you guys technically are. Salvation technically are. But at this point, you're kind of running the show yourselves. She's stepped back, hasn't she?
I'm gonna grab Callaghan and just politely drag him over here, away from the prying eyes of the first Primarch.
Can we make a stealth check?
To be honest, I'm being smart here because I do not want to be killed by
Martin
the
tried
lion.
to stealth against the fucking Primarch.
Lion.
No!
It's going to be hard. I'm going to say
Computer
no.
says no. That is not
Let him
smart.
try.
No, thank you. Why are you looking for me? What? You know what? I will try. Just to do it. You know what?
It is a
Just-
DN 17 stealth check.
Okay, never mind. I fail. I'm not doing that.
You drag Cadigan to the side, and the lion's head just watches you move. He sort of looks and goes. The lion sort of looks and goes, strange. The Katachan is attempting subterfuge. Chaplain, exonerate him if you require it.
Do you wish me to follow them, my lord?
He sort of looks over towards Reed, where obviously you've just come from. Looks over to you now, dragging another Inquisitor to the side. I intend secrets. Indeed, Ryan, be a part of that conversation.
Cadigan will look over at the lion.
You are being ordered to roleplay.
and just calls over. My lord, hell, I have been kidnapped by a Katachan.
As like seeing
The
them
White
go-
Menace readies his thunderstrokes.
Okay, off to some far gone corner, two parts unknown. Ryan looks to the lion, and goes, "Such is your will, my lord. I will return." As he starts fucking stomping over.
You pass Aegis on the way. Do you want to bring him in as well?
Aegis, your insight is always good. You're coming with me.
Clean. You don't hear them approaching with your back to the exit. You sort of lean over to Cadigan and go, right, now whatever we say mustn't be heard. And behind you there's just two Terminators leaning.
I think they heard us, Cadigan. I think they heard me.
Katachan, your subtlety failed you.
Now, Chaplain. This
Yes?
is not anything untoward, probably.
Yes.
As,
Nice,
long,
Having a
yes.
smoke.
as long as there's nothing involving warp heresies, I'm sure he'll be fine. Now, what do you used to speak about, Monteo?
God, yeah, I was, my God, look at the walls.
No,
It's
no,
so
right.
lovely.
Ryan just basically,
Like, you know, this little stage shot.
Ryan would say those, yes, you're...
Shut up. Delete that.
I didn't hear what he said. What the fuck did he say?
I'm sleeping as well.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, Clean.
Yeah.
Genuinely do carry on.
Your subtlety failed you, Katachan, and I must investigate if there are issues within salvation, morale or otherwise. Yes, I'm just nosy.
Well,
Said the Astarte.
to be honest, you are a chaplain. It makes a lot of sense.
Such is my vocation.
That as well.
Monteo, as much as I value you, we are in the middle of an all-out war. Out with it.
Yeah. Okay, this might sound crazier than usual, but in that recent fight, I been seeing things.
Seeing things.
I saw a vision where it was all white and then it went to complete darkness. And then I think, to be honest, I think that might be the explosion of the orbital, but I'm not going to put that out. The other is that I saw Perseus. He was walking through the blood thingies, the red man, towards
Cadigan,
a flesh wall.
Cadigan would almost be subconsciously basically doing a doctor's exam at this point, just like going around him, just peering into his ears, just looking over his head. And what
Tell
will
me,
you
no,
do?
this is actually disturbingly important. Tell me specifically where you look.
Specifically,
Mm-hmm.
You want my right arm? I'll take that off. Here you go.
No. Liam.
no.
Specifically.
I would be looking into his ear holes, and I would not make eye contact specifically, because previous inclinations of demon possession have the eyes of the gateway to the soul,
They are indeed.
and we shall not
Roll
form a
me
bridge.
an awareness check.
May I
Yeah.
assist on this one?
Only if you're also scarily poking, like inspecting him. Like,
Yes.
Monteo is being circled by people. We have to assume.
Why is your ears? Why is your hands so wet?
Fucking
What is your DN, my lord?
harsh.
DM?
Well, is are you helping?
Yes, and I'd like to use a faith ability.
What?
I am going to use by his will, which triples the amount of dice I'm giving you to help, Liam. Which you go from 4 dice to 12 additional.
Okay. I need an awareness check. Now, this is something that was done months ago. Please, could you make an awareness check? The DN is 12.
Been diddled?
Brother, say less. Oh.
Ugh.
16 successes, one of which I shall shift into glory. And a complication of warp interference, my good man.
Warp interference is fitting. That is fine.
Fuck.
Did we succeed?
Yes.
Mateo, you feel uncomfortable with all these people inspecting you. But as Monteo is talking, you notice that on the back of his neck, just where the skull meets the top of his spine, that little indent, you know, that little underbit there, there's the tiniest, just out of shape nodule, lump. Just lump.
Would I have clear enough knowledge of what is usually implanted into Imperial Guards to know if this is a standard implant?
It is definitely not a standard implant. If you want to kind of work out what it is without touching it, Aegis is your best bet.
I have an idea what it might be.
Go on.
I'll try DM you it.
Please. Or voice it and freak the fuck out of Monteo, who I don't think Kaliman was expecting this today.
Oh,
but I'm hoping that once you know what this is, many of your questions will be answered. In all the best ways.
I was going to say, did Beta Robe install a miniature bomb on the back of his skull?
No, this one's not a beta row, I'm afraid. It's not a beta original.
Beta!
That is not my guess then.
Curiously, through many examinations and interrogation, I do not have the luxury of a suite of rooms currently, and you are a friend, so scooping out your brains is sadly not an option.
You can inspect it without touching it.
May I inspect?
Well, you're already taking my right arm, so yes.
We did not take your right arm.
Then why the hell are
We
you
will.
holding it?
Because you gave it to her.
Oh, right.
I yank the right arm out of Ryan's hand and whack him over the head with it.
Me or him?
Roll evens and odds. Anyway, I would like to inspect the nodule, the fleshy nub.
Would Aegis like to provide help?
Yeah. Are they, would they be using Metacam? Or would it be...
No, this would be tech.
Okay.
God, it's been a while. But because this was done so long ago that it was relevant, Aegis, would you like a plus 30?
Oh
No. God,
And I
no.
mean, I will give you plus 30 d6s.
I believe
don't
it.
do it.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, just a tech check then for me, please.
Would I feel like is this more like an out of game feeling, or would I feel anything of this?
Oh, you feel a disturbing kindred.
Oh, hold on. DM.
You guys have been very quiet. Is that good news?
But
Okay.
I'd be shying away from
Okay.
a feeling that I'm like not giving into, or
I mean, we've like Monteo's been battered a lot of times, so I don't see like any particular enemy smacked him in the back of the head. So
I did fall back in my bed once, by accident. I like slipped and I hit my head. It
If you
wasn't
want,
bad.
Kaleem, I will allow an insight check against yourself. However, you are against the it wasn't sleight of hand. God, this was back in Dark Heresy. What was the stat I used? The equivalent of a sleight of hand, I guess. You're against the sleight of hand of the person who did this, which, if I remember correctly, he rolled very high. So I'm going to make it a DN. Let's make it 7 insight on yourself.
I've DM'd you on what I think it is.
Wait a minute.
Liam, you're 100% correct, with a little extra spice.
No! Oh!
Carrigan?
I mean, I can sort of give it like a scan or a look over.
Am I allowed
Alright,
to know
limited.
this category? Oh, sorry. Back button. Shut up. Actually.
And this is all because you specifically said you were looking him over, which is hilarious to me.
You suspect the lemon is tainted?
I suspect nothing,
Wait,
brother.
painted?
I would like to stress actually as well, Liam, you have made the right call here, which normally I do reward, but Cadigan wasn't there for that.
No, I wasn't. No, I
So
wasn't.
I've just got to be a little bit anal on that, I'm afraid. But by all means, make that tech check.
What's it in?
Secret.
Okay.
I said 7 before, but I'm actually going to readjust it. Because fuck you, that's why. What we got? Oh, 3. Aegis, on a 3, you... I'm not... That fails the DN.
Yeah.
But... You know this. You've seen this before. It is implanted directly in Monteo's cerebral cortex. More specifically, it's implanted in his amygdala regulates emotions, doesn't it? Hang on, let me triple check. It is what I thought it was. Good. It is specifically implanted into the hippocampus of the brain.
Is this like a well-known implant?
Nope. Certainly not for a guardsman.
Interesting. Monteo.
Mhm.
Did you have any tech priest work on you? You have cerebral implants here.
Cerebral implants, like
Yes.
brain thing. No,
It's difficult to tell exactly what, but there's been work that's been done back here.
Monteo,
No,
you hear the words work been done on you. You can't recall anyone operating, maybe Calypso, but you don't even remember that.
No, it wouldn't be Calypso. I didn't even meet Calypso then.
Curious. little nodule, and one that you have no memory over.
I
We must.
The only thing I might be stupid. This might be a really stupid thing because I don't believe. Actually, no, it's not a stupid thing. I bet he has this skill. The person who recruited me to basically get on when I kept sending my letter of approval, the person I could only think who could have approved this, well, not the implant, but approved me coming on to Inquisitor Reed, was Adonis.
That's just been made up.
Doubtful.
Would it be
Doubtful, Monteo. Respectfully, Adonis did not have the authority, and neither would it serve a purpose to, respectfully, place a miscellaneous, at this time, implant within you.
May I make a suggestion?
However, of course, Chaplain.
Would it not be worth us having this examined by the apothecary and the tech priest? If it is an implant, then at the very least it can be surgically checked.
Whilst ordinarily I agree with you, Chaplain, however, this implant is clearly of aged, healed over, and has existed for a significant amount of time without interruption to this honored Katachan duties. It will be examined at such a time where it is prudent and not in the middle of a war zone. However,
You're right. His blood wouldn't congeal fast enough or coagulate. I forget this at times.
quite right. However, back to the subject. And Cadigan's eyes would narrow. I do not have the desire nor inclination of extracting your brain to see if there is.
I should stress, it is... Sorry, I just don't want to cheat you out of anything cool. It's close to the surface of the skin, enough that you could interact with it without, like, maiming Monteo. This isn't a please kill Kaleem situation.
No, but as I say, it is to be at a later time. Like,
Yeah, can be.
distractions in the middle of a war zone, not good.
Depends how long he's got.
Yeah, so my limb was reconstructed in a very rather quick time. A simple inspection from our specialist surely shouldn't take too much time.
You had your arm reattached, Aegis, but are you sure it's fully functional?
Gotta look down at it.
But
I
under
guess,
Astartes, your presence is appreciated, and I know you are under orders. However, the subject matter of this conversation is the visions that our Monteo Krell had. If we do not keep to subject, I would respectfully ask that you disinclude yourselves.
Do I get a say at all in this?
By all means, Katachan.
If it hasn't activated, or if this is a, well, I don't want to say bomb, but let's go on the opposite theory. What if it's, I don't know, a camera or a tracking thing?
Then we have procured no further illicit activity or attack than we ordinarily would have. Evidence would suggest it is an implant of unknown purpose now.
Right, insight, Cadigan. Not that this is gonna go well, but
I feel
Hey,
that
go for it. Go on, Clint.
I don't know.
I
I don't know what the DN is, but maybe it'll auto sabotage.
It just DN... It depends on, say, the DN needs to be set, basically, by Liam.
Yeah, I'm sure he could literally tell me whatever he wants.
I feel I should talk to Calypso and Kalis, but I don't want to raise the alarm with your Primarch line or Inquisitor Reed.
The very fact that you're skulking around within friendly company, Katachan, is already a cause for concern.
I see. I was trying my best to be discreet, but
Normally,
yeah.
stealth is your strong suit.
Yeah, and I haven't really been on point as of late from
It's hard
last
to
time.
out-stealth a Primarch, to be fair. That can't be held against him.
You were speaking about a Perseus. Sorry, Liam.
In response to Brother Aegis, Cadogan looks absolutely honestly at you and simply says, I have been brought here by the Catachan in order to discuss a vision, Brother Aegis, and this respectfully includes you as well, Chaplain. Haggling over an implant that has only just been discovered and has seen no negative impact to neither the mission nor Monteo Krell may be examined at a later time of our so choosing when it is convenient. The proximity of attack of our arch-enemy is neither prudent nor efficient. I am certain that both you would agree.
I suppose this is logical.
So, Monteo Krell, your vision. What were you doing at the time? I do not have the luxury of a suite to examine you as much as I might.
After the explosion from Captain Ambrose's ship, I saw nothing but a flash of white and then utter darkness.
So,
Then I came to. I just saw Perseus walking through those red things. I don't even know what they're called. Towards a wound, a wall. He was wounded.
you are referring to the explosion of the artillery battery.
Yeah.
One that, even a bombardment, would have the potential of releasing warp energy from our arch-enemy. Postulating a slight theory here, Monteo Krell, was it approaching you with its weapon drawn, or...?
No, Perseus was beckoning me to follow towards this wound.
As do many demons, my friend. However, the fact that it has chosen you is a curious one. And given that it has not been a particularly manipulative vision, in that it did not obscure your actions nor your thought, gives me pause. There are documented examples that Warp Visionary has not been heretical in origin across every circumstance. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chaplain?
The warp is fickle, it seems. It will mess with us in every way it can. Take that as you will.
I quite agree with you. If this entity, and I hesitate in referring to it as an Astartes, if it is beckoning you to follow it, it is prudent to attempt to engage it to find its desire, whether it is Brother Perseus or one of more malicious intent. I doubt that you will find out simply by referring to this singular vision. I would appreciate it if you inform me the second you experience another.
I was gonna ask when we are in safer confinement, because I believe from just watching him, how he walks, moves, even the finer details of his office and drapes, I know. I want to. I don't want to say I know. I want to believe that it is him.
I would like to carry that belief also. But you are not a fool, and neither is anyone here, to my knowledge. Our enemy can wear our skin, if they so choose in a warped vision, in order to corrupt us and divide us. Be mindful of that.
Then would you and Fool be alright to try and help me discern if this is what it is or not? What I'm trying to say, help me discern if it is a demon or a real sign.
For that, I will require the assistance of our chaplain and a series of call it reflection. I will not engage in the standard practice of the Ordo Malleus that will have you tortured, but I will try and guide you in order to relive and analyze that vision in its entirety. Bearing in mind that we are currently plagued by a Lord of Change, as I believe they are referred to. Manipulation of one's wits are not unheard of. And this, what is it? This demon that posed as Nihilus?
Yes.
It could also be effective. It could be in any number of things, Monteo Krell, and I yet have faith that you will make the right call. But be mindful of what you see.
Very well. In that case, I'll inform Reed of what we have discovered. She deserves to know as well, for her safety.
Can I insight that?
Yeah. I mean, is it a lie, Kaleem?
Not
yeah,
lying.
then we'll set it basically, yeah, you can see that Monteo is telling the truth.
Well, informing Inquisitor Reed, you've already told her.
I meant of the information of now.
Yes. Absolutely. That is most prudent, Monteo. But, if I may, Brother Aegis,
Yes?
this implant on the base of our Monteo's skull, have you seen its like before?
Does enact a strange, familiar feeling. Perhaps I've seen it before. My memory was wiped.
Potentially.
Is it just Aegis who's looking at this, by the way, or is everyone looking at this?
Well, considering we were all supposed to be chatting in private, I'm assuming not. But...
As in, like, everyone who's here?
Ah, George, you looking?
Yeah, Ryan isn't convinced that this is something that is. He's just staring daggers into Monteo. It's best I can say.
It scratches. Just in that instance, it also scratches on your memory, Brother Ryan.
Do you want me to do any particular check?
If you'd like, you're welcome to. Insight check against yourself.
Is this similar to the? There was something like a brain control chip or some kind of implant on Avalos, wasn't there?
It's very similar.
Can I do a tech check to sort of?
You may absolutely do a tech check.
Dean?
I'll insight myself.
Make an insight, George. And just a DN3, Brian, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And for me, or am I just seeing what I roll?
See how you roll, yeah. It's more of a roleplay thing.
Oh.
So, insight check, Ryan. Ryan, you have definitely seen a chip similar to this before. You've seen it a long time ago now. And as Aegis inspects it and passes his check and comes to the same conclusion, you both look at each other, your eye lenses meet, as you realize this, if isn't one that was directly used, but is one of the chips that was used in the Avalosian Guard. The inhibitor chips.
And if I recall, when someone was being when questioned one of the Avalosian Guard, they basically had an aneurysm or something like that, and just
their brain would shut down. Yes, but that does not appear to have happened to Monteo.
Yet.
Ryan, Aegis, my lords, you are just silent. Is am I a dead person?
over our Primo's like, do we tell him? Do we tell them?
On the successful tech check, Aegis, you see that this chip has almost been hastily implanted, but to the point where it's very easy to overlook. So it's believable, I'm telling you it's not this, it is believable that Calypso would have missed it. I don't want you raising suspicion at Calypso unduly. He is innocent of this crime. Amongst many of Monteo's bionics, which remember, because they're bionics, they do all link to the brain. You know, this sort of thing is very easy to miss. You realise that because it's been hastily implanted, it's quite close to the surface of the skin. And as such, if one desired to do so, you could interact with it. I.e., you could communicate with it.
Privately to Ryan. Continue talking to Joe Sam. It's quick work, but it's done by somebody who knows what they're doing. That being said, it's close to the surface. I could potentially interact with it, but it might be risky.
Being with its machine spirit.
Yes. I'm hesitant, though. My capabilities are far inferior to Beta Rho.
I don't think, sorry, just to say with like Voltaire and again, all the Harry's kind of like from the fucking helm, so just completely staring at each other as they're talking.
There's just a slight bit of static as you stare intimately into one another's eyes.
Astartes, you are suspiciously silent. If you know something, please, by all means, share it.
Ignore him for a second, Aegis. What were you saying?
I know, I didn't even hear him. I'm great at just shutting people out. Something is odd about this whole thing. Doesn't it all give you a sort of a bad feeling?
We are on a demon world, Aegis. I have nothing but bad feelings about this place.
Based.
But I do understand what you mean, though. I will inform Cadogan.
What? Even if I thought this was a quick job, what would be like the time frame
literally, with a chip like this, to simply communicate with its port, you could just directly connect. It wouldn't even be risking Omnis.
Well, I guess what I meant was like how long, if a really qualified person was to put this implant into somebody, how long?
Oh,
would that
so
process take?
not
Surgery.
long. Chips like this are designed initially for penal lesions. To be blunt, this is very similar to like the bomb collar that you will find on like Suicide Squad, like penal legions. But instead of explosive, it's hardwired for communication, either with the subject's brain or external communication.
It would be relatively easy if you want me to take a look at it, but I dare not attempt anything.
We'll get their opinion on the matter. It is, unfortunately, Monteo's brain. If it is connected to that and it is a risk to his health, then very well he makes the decision whether he wants to take that risk. And if we have we have his history to go off of, he'll take it.
Well, with all due respect, this is potentially a security risk.
I do agree.
A security risk, Astartes, that has been ongoing for months.
I'm not sure you hear that, respectfully.
Yeah, it was still just...
Sorry, I didn't realise that this was still...
Again, intensely staring at one another.
Montero is intensely staring at Carrigan to mimic them.
There will be a moment where Ryan does actually now move his head to Cadigan, because he did pipe up to say if there's anything for us to say. So, by Aegis's estimations, this thing could potentially be a security risk. It is very similar to a thing we encountered on Avalos, Cadigan, you understand. There was a implant that was put directly into the Avalosian guard's head, that upon questioning them or them giving us information, it effectively shut down their brain.
I would just raise as well, just quickly, if you want more info on those chips without having to like slightly metagame it, there is of course the man himself, Benjamin.
Montero's gonna grab his knife and go like, where is it? Where is it? I'll cut it out right now.
Hang on, Monteo.
Please just kill yourself. Just fucking actively shanks itself.
Where is it?
Aegis has said he can potentially, I suppose, commune with the machine spirit of said implant.
And ordinarily, I would suggest doing so immediately. But given that this has been existing for a significant amount of time, I would suggest withholding such action for now. There is little difference the next day or so will take to the last few months, if you continue as you have been. Moreover, if it is a containment issue, it is down to, of course, Monteo Krell as to what to do, unless it becomes a mission security issue, in which case, and no disrespect, Monteo, you are being pinned to a medical slab.
That's fair. I wouldn't even resist at that point, Carrigan.
This is a point where this could be a mission risk. The main problem we have is that we do not know what the device is really capable of. Aegis, yeah. What exactly does this? Do you know exactly what this thing does?
We want to discover that. It is a case of direct... You know that it can be used to communicate. These things are like pings, right? And they can be given very basic tasks. You know, that it's such simple tech that it can easily be replicated. That's the point of them, yeah? If you want... Yeah, it is. It's truly, like, mass-produced crap. If you want to know what this one specifically does, that will require interfacing. Sorry to be an asshole, gotta be consistent.
No, that's fair. It is a simple device, most likely dormant, meant for one task, one purpose. When activated.
And respectfully to you, Astartes, dormant potentially. I will accept that. But what when you interface with it now and potentially activate it? Not only might you kill Monteo Krell, but you may be affected as well. That
Yes,
is a
this
risk
is why
that I would not be willing to sanction.
I cannot argue with your logic. This is why I suggested we turn to the experts.
For that I agree.
Fellow member of the Mechanicum.
Well, I cannot order you, as you are not part of my retinue at least. But report it as you will. My suggestion and professional input is that this vision to which I was summoned here for is studied with Monteo Krell, but we should not hinder ourselves onto it too greatly.
Then what do we talk to Calypso, Caleb, Lion, and everyone else?
If you wish to disclose your vision and current foreign body infestation, shall we call it, to the others, I will not stop you. The consequence of that, and those who are more cynical from myself, that is yours to bear. I don't doubt the loyalties to anyone here, but do not doubt if you are confessing to having visions and both a foreign implant of unknown intent inside your person, there will be negative reaction. And I will not defend you from them.
Understandably, but I can't stop Ryan or even ask Ryan to lie to his Primarch.
I don't doubt that he would not lie to his Primarch, nor would I ask him to. But his Primarch, and arrogant as me to assume, I would predict, understand the prudence of only informing those whom it concerns.
Then, mind if
Would
I...
you-
Yeah. Just mind if I have a little bit of a moment to just sit down by myself and just think?
Of course.
There's so much I need to think.
Of course. But as I say, should you have another vision, alert me immediately.
Monte will kind of politely move and just gesture to him. Mind if I get back to you, my lord?
Steady for like 3 seconds, then moves to the side.
Cadogan would respectfully just go, Brother Ryan, a word,
Yeah.
if you please.
Indeed.
I'm not stupid enough to ask you not to inform your Primarch,
Kill
and
him.
neither would I not. However, my concern over this implant remains. However, this vision that targets Monteo Krell, a Katajan guardsman, a sharpshooter, and not an Astartes, nor an Inquisitor, nor a tech priest. What is your take on that?
It very much seems that this place targets the most, I suppose, vulnerable parts of one's mind. Monteo has argued that he in fact has known Perseus and that he has conducted a mission with him. Therefore, that is something to be exploited. It is a very good chance that this is a warp entity looking to parasite off of Monteo's, I suppose, memories of Perseus.
I'm certainly glad that we're in agreement on that.
However, the actual nature of it, though, that is unknown to me. That is something more for your retinue.
Hey.
My assessment... Oh, sorry, George.
I can only sense that if it comes a point where something uses this vision of Perseus against him, he will hesitate. There will be doubt. And that is where I step in. There will be no doubt.
And I quite agree with you. My assessment of the matter is that I also share the same opinion. Monteo Krell is by no means a weak mortal, as you would so rightfully put it. But he is a hopeful one. He hopes in the unthinkable circumstance that Brother Perseus could reach from beyond the void itself. I doubt it. I believe that an entity could be looking to latch itself on.
Could I know this is going to be a big stretch to ask. If you're there. Oh, you away from your mic.
I thought I had a second. I've been called out for being a fucking simp.
You are a fucking simp. Move on.
Did we have any post? Yes, it's on the Ottoman, and the mats with the piggies have arrived, and our downstairs neighbour is a really nice bloke, and he came over with oil. It's not squeaky anymore, it's great. Yes, George, your question.
Would
It's been a day.
Rhine be able to deduce that, like, what is I guess Monteo, is he succumbing to a form of insanity that could be seen by, like, corruption or warp inflicted?
It's possible that Monteo is going insane. That there is absolutely a possibility of that. However, for the sake of fairness, you are also on a demon world.
Yes, guys. Did he have a crazed look in his eyes? But I don't think.
Roll an insight check for me. I can allow that.
This is technically a social test against a non-dark angel.
That is true. Hard to read that, Monteo.
He's not in Terminator armor. He's not a dark angel.
No, it's a social test with a non-dark angel. Therefore, I suffer negatives.
Always Liam trying to ruin all the fun.
I'm so sorry.
Was there any particular DN?
No. Because the more I assign DNs, the more you think I'm going to be trying to get something. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
You are trying to get something.
I want you to interact with the fucking thing. I've been waiting for this character to show up for fucking ages.
Shut up.
Bitches.
So
it's the complication.
Don't worry about the complication.
Yep, no worries. I don't think I get anything to help.
On a 7, Monteo is seemingly of sound mind. He is making decisions himself when he is aware of them.
Okay.
I have to give you... I'm sorry I have to give you such fucky answers, but it's... yeah,
that's fine.
Monteo, as far as you can tell for a human, Monteo is not insane. Whatever this thing is, if it is affecting his mind, is a third-party effect on his mind.
For more I can understand, Cadigan, is that Monteo is in fact still Monteo. He is still sound of mind, and he very much is in control of his actions. That much I can say, and it's also, funnily enough and ironically, is what is the most concerning. If the pursuit of this vision drives him further into the darkness, then our hands will be forced, if you understand my meaning.
I understand completely, brother. However, it is churlish and extremely unwise, on a demon planet no less, to begin doubting the fortitude of our allies. Until proven otherwise, this vision has neither affected him, nor shall it. We shall investigate it further as and when it occurs.
I will inform my Primarch that you are investigating the matter of the vision, for that is your purview. That is indeed your occupation. But
that is my realm of responsibility, brother, and I appreciate your discretion in informing only those required.
Indeed. But on the matter of the implant, that will also be mentioned, but I leave it only to Aegis if he truly wishes to pursue this with Beta Rho. As long as
Agreed.
Speaking of Beta Rho,
Would you like to go speak with him?
Yeah, is it possible to send him like the equivalent of like a text message, like to query his?
You can send him a burst of scrap code.
Yeah,
I mean, you're sending him some DMs, I see.
You can send him a DM, and it's funny because what do you send to Beta Rho?
Asking him if he's busy and requesting his expertise on a
That's
matter.
fair. Now that we are aware of it, Kaleem, would you like to intercept that message?
Shit. Oh, no, I don't wanna.
Because I've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit passively, but I'll make it a choice now.
I want to focus on my dogs. Let me play fetch with the dogs.
Are you sure? Because I am willing to offer a plus 30.
No, I play fetch with the dogs.
Okay.
Hey, Rupert.
Your choice.
Fetch.
Shame.
What did you name your dogs?
I named it.
Don't ask. Let's move swiftly on.
Fair enough.
I'm coming up with names on the spot.
I can tell. Which is evidence, Kaleem. God bless you.
I don't want the plus A. Leave me alone.
Okay.
No.
There's a snippet burst in response, Brian, where you hear a response. I am available.
Would this be now over the comms, like voice comms?
You can go over the comms if you want, or you can go speak with him in a more personal manner.
Yeah,
okay.
Not that far away. Just walk over there.
So as Kaleem plays with his dogs, and as the Terminators discuss, as the two secret keepers discuss things, you sidle over to Beta Rho, who is stood with Captain Lazarus, sort of in quiet conversation. He sees you approaching, and Calypso turns to Lazarus and goes, "You are now of disinterest to me. Be gone." Then he sort of nods his head and leaves.
Oh, hell no, he did not just diss my boy Lazarus.
Analysis. I find the First Legion, while interesting in terms of warfare and their modum of violence, interpersonal skills are found to be wanting.
Now that is rich.
Please explain your statement, Brother Aegis of the 10th.
What knowledge do you have of inhibitor chips?
I see. You did not simply approach me for my exceptional negotiation and small talk abilities. Disappointing.
Nah.
Inhibitor chips are something I am overtly familiar with? Why do you ask?
I believe sorry, I think one of us is lagging. Monteo appears to have a hastily constructed one at the base of his skull. Is this potentially,
Shocked response.
something you are aware of?
Fascinating. I did not implant him with such a chip. Blazoned lie. I would do things in a much better way.
Yes. I figured as much. He is also having visions or hallucinations, if you will.
I am familiar with the weaknesses of the mind. Unfortunately, the cerebral cortex is the one organ irreplaceable by machine.
I fear he may be potentially compromised.
Then we must eliminate him.
Well, if we have to, of course, I will. But perhaps your technical expertise could.
Honored request. Should the time come where we eliminate Monteo Krell, I would like to reassign his bionics. They are of good quality.
Of course, waste not.
Appreciated.
The person with the authority to be giving away his organs and implants, but
His organs are of no interest to me.
But perhaps you can look over his implant and make sure that this is not a security risk.
I am capable of this. Are you asking me to?
Yes, please.
See? Interpersonal skills. Of course, I shall go and observe him. And he just literally turns and starts walking across towards Monteo, who is sat with Reed and the others.
Yeah, he's just playing fetch, and he's like...
As you play fetch, mid-jump into the air, one of your dogs just freezes and lands on its hind legs like... Ugh. Greetings, Monteo Krell.
Aw, he was actually about to catch that.
Negative, your dog is of inferior design.
I know. I need to fix that glitch.
It is not a glitch. These cyber canines were designed for the gangs of Necromunda to remind them that they have, quote-unquote, families. They are designed to be placatable and fun for the youth. How do you find this small talk?
I think you're improving. I think
Appreciation? Now, I am told you are a threat. Please present your neck.
He's gonna look over to the
three reeds have just slowly turned. Have you guys ever watched the film Black Klansman? Adam Driver and I forget his name now. But the scene where Ron Stallworth uses his actual name to the clan, and everyone in the office just sort of slowly turns to look at him.
How does he announce this? Because it could very well be
Calypso Medero is not a very subtle man.
As he just told Calypso.
Calypso.
Greetings, Monteo Krell.
Before you do, I was planning to inform the beat what Ryan, Aegis, and Callaghan and I discovered.
You are asking for an interpersonal favor on the basis of our pre-established friendship. I will acquiesce to this. Inquisitor Reed, Monteo Krell has been harboring a dark secret. I jest, clearly a humorous jest, clearly. Monteo was unaware he was a traitor. Now, please present your neck.
Just puts his hand on Callaghan's shoulder. No, leave them be.
Your
I don't know.
bedside manner, Tech Priest, astound.
Inquisitor Cadigan, your powers of observation have once again proven inferior. There is no bed presently here.
Yes, there's none. But if you think about it, the floor is the bed.
A bed is defined as a structure for which humans to rest upon and engage in sexual activities. The floor, while prevalent for sexual activities, is also capable to be rested upon. Congratulations, Monteo Krell. The floor is a bed. I shall improve my bedside manner. And one of his little arms, because he's got lots of little arms that he does his dexterous tasks with, reaches out and pats Monteo on the head. Good, Katakan. Well done.
You know what? I'm not even gonna argue. That's fine. I'm gonna just turn around and while he does his thing, he's gonna explain to the Reed. So
Reed sort of just leans forwards, rests her head. I think Calliope at this point. Reed, I think, is just off having a cigarette somewhere, looking like the manager who's lost.
You have a spare cigarette, by the way? I believe I might need a smoke.
Calliope hands you a low stick and goes, "Good luck."
Done.
I remember when he had to do my bionics. Just grit your teeth and think of the Emperor.
I think the words probably going through Reed's mind is it's always something with this kill team.
Actually, Calliope, it's from what Ryan Carrigan and Aegis may have discovered, there was a hastily implanted chip that even Calypso wasn't able to find.
I resent this.
This is a fact, and you're a mechanicus.
I have mostly been focusing on your severe and amusing loss of limbs.
And I have been amused by your improvement, but yet you know what, why am I arguing with you? You're just gonna beat me.
Correct.
But I believe I might be compromised without actually knowing.
There's a flash of pain as the nape of your neck is sliced open. I have gained entry to Monteo Krell.
Wording, you haven't even got me meal yet.
I do not require nourishment. I resist on my own repsych.
Cannot compute.
Evidently.
But yes, Calliope, yeah.
Calliope smiles. I'm sure it'll be okay. However long you've had this thing, so far we've had no harm come to us. Just breathe deep and try to ignore the sheer size of the thing that's about to go into the base of your witches. It's like the Matrix when they plug in?
Is it big?
It's like the Matrix when they plug in. It's full on into the back of your head. A data spike goes in. That's the stuff.
Before that, I'll go is it huge? Am I going to have the worst headache?
I don't know if you can see the stream, but Calliope sort of does the thing where she puts her two fingers together and starts to widen them slowly for you.
So it's going to be a Saturday knife then. Lovely.
Remember our agreement, Monteo. If you have a vision during this, let me know.
To be honest, I'm going to possibly be thinking about the best things in my life.
Calliope smiles. Oh, thanks.
I know.
Calypso leans in. Appreciation.
Cadigan would.
I completely mean you, Tech Priest. I just wink at Calliope.
Cadigan would lean into Calliope. Do I need to be jealous about this, or?
Calliope leans and goes, "Oh no! Trust me, this is just good comedy, really."
Yeah.
Well, consider it more amusement, really. Or awful.
Calliope is going to turn away so the conversation is private from Monteo and just goes, "In all seriousness, Cadigan, Calypso has that look on his face where either Nemeth has blown something up or he's really, concerned. It's not a good look. It's not my favourite look he does."
I appreciate that, Calliope. However, and Cadigan would reach into his pockets and bring out a few credit slips. 20 credits that he has some sort of aneurysm due to this procedure.
I'll raise you 50 credits. We have to shoot him before the day is out.
Loser has to take the other one to dinner.
Done. Done. Question, when we go to dinner, Cadigan, who do you want me to be? And she smiles, and she just peels her face slightly to reveal your own face looking back at you. Come on, you've always thought about it.
Cadigan would lean in and whisper towards her, as much as I've thought about it... as much as I've thought about it, my dear, your face would be the more pleased.
She smiles. Well, 50 credits on shooting him then.
And he would hold out his hand for her to shake.
She shakes it.
No offense, Kaleem. No
you
offense.
Turn and look, and you can see Valerie Reed staring daggers. Hey!
Montero is just this blanked face, like, fuck.
Calypso sort of tilts his head slightly, returning back to sanity. Ah, that's the ticket. Observation. Whoever did install this has left ID imprints. Sloppy work. Sloppy. Sloppy. I need to confirm. Brother Aegis, approach.
Yes.
Brother Rhine, approach.
You at least warm your hand up. It's fucking cold.
That's not my hand. I am using a mechadendrite. I wouldn't touch you.
Can I look at Monteo Krell to see if there is any kind of indication that there is any warp shenanigans or
no warp shenanigans as far as you can see, just extremely uncomfortable due to the size of the data spike in his neck.
Yeah, Aegis and I kind of walk on the same kind of like thudding as two Terminators right behind Beta Bro.
Beta Bro doesn't even turn to look at you, but from his back, two more mechadendrites just slam into your necks and data ports. And you find the three of you are weirdly linked. Beta Rho acts like the center of the spiderweb. You all sort of empty into this black void in front of your eyes, where you can kind of see each other through Beta Rho. Analyzing in process. Neural synapses connected. Now, I am going to conduct a basic causation and response test. In fact, let us bring in Inquisitor Cadigan to illuminate us further. And another mechadendrite slams into Cadigan, and he sort of flickers into the darkness of like this shared sort of psychic space.
Remember what I said about your bedside manner, Tech Priest? At least ask.
We are in the
time.
void of consciousness. There is no beds in my mind. I do not require rest.
Don't you imagine yourself in the bed?
The darkness changes and you see like a 4-poster bed. I recollect this from my childhood. Such happy days before going to Mars.
So in other words, you can also think about bed. Marvelous.
The bed is unnecessary and it dissipates.
Oh.
A simple cause and effect to establish pro bono. Inquisitor Cadigan, I shall ask you to do the following. I am going to state 3 words to you. You are to respond with the first thing that comes to your mind. Lying shall be detected. We are in an amalgamation of our psyches. Such is the power of the Ordo Magos, Biologis.
Well, get on with it, honored Tech
Inquisition.
Truth.
Honor.
Duty.
Calliope.
Cadigan hesitate.
Hesitation noted. Emotional response detected. Human capacity high. Erection probable.
Affection. Get on with it.
Adorable. Brother Aegis.
Yes.
Necron.
Risky.
Brother.
Duty?
Father.
I feel like he would say the Emperor personally, but
Okay, no, that's good. Responses within allowable margin for error. Acceptable but contaminated results. Brother Ryan, the following. Faith.
Shield.
Fury.
My weapon.
Then he smiles at you. Fallen.
Shame.
Responses acceptable. Within 12% margin of error. Monteo Krell. The following. Instant responses. Count.
1.
What?
He said count.
That is very Katachan.
You please rewatch the stream and witness the facepalm. I was expecting enemy vengeance.
That was good. What do you mean?
Calypso made their own pauses. In response, brain damage probable. Retardation at 16%. Fuck's sake. Okay.
I went 1.
Possible brain damage noted. Fuck, I had these written down as well. That's thrown me. Ally.
Salvation.
He tilts his head. Avalos.
Tragedy.
As you go to say tragedy, your voice coughs and splutters. And instead, what you hear is your own words as your mouth says, home.
Huh?
Calypso smiles. Hive.
Danger.
Unity. Calypso starts to move towards Monteo. Faith.
Resolve.
Food. And then he tilts his head again. Last one, Monteo. Hunger.
Drive.
Devour. And with that, your brain begins to shake. The darkness of the room around you begins to flicker. And Calypso goes, I have poked the bear, so to speak.
Uh-oh.
The bear, tech priest.
The chip contained a shard of Omnus. That shard is now awakening. Let us meet who has been listening to our conversations.
I swear to God, this fucking Slavic Maya, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
No, I've got so much more for him.
Can you extract
Oh,
There's so
the
much more, so much
implant
worse.
Yeah, genuinely.
before Tech priest, can you extract the implant safely before this interaction?
Negative. We are inside my processing cogitators. I have invited this shard in. It will not corrupt me or my data systems. Now,
How certain are you?
Monteo, 99% probable, 2% cause of malnutrition, 3% margin for error. Monteo. Hive.
danger.
Unity. Hunger.
Unity power, Hunger drive.
Famine. You keep trying to say the right thing, but your brain keeps refusing, forcing other words out of your mouth. Galaxy.
Huge.
Food. Satiation.
Life.
To be sated. Satiation? How do you say that word?
Satiated.
Yeah, my fucking stutter's coming back to haunt me. He says that.
Hunting.
Never. Void.
More. Empty.
Home. And then he goes,
Chan.
No, as in, this is what I'm saying, what you're actually saying. Your responses are what you're trying to say, but these other responses are coming back, coming out of your mouth. So galaxy was food, satiated, nailed it, was never.
Question.
Go on.
Are we able to move our bodies outside of kind of like this space effectively?
Not really. This is, Calypso has brought you into like what's called the noosphere. The noosphere is a thing in 40k. It's basically the web. Everyone can link to each other. He's brought you into like incognito mode on Google Chrome together.
Oh no. Am I a fucking
Dark web.
I was thinking of like doing something.
What were you thinking?
He was gonna like have his Stormbolter at the ready.
No, I'm afraid not. On this one, I'm afraid not. Calypso moves forwards, looking straight at Monteo. I see you behind his eyes, my dear. Last word. Omnus. Monteo?
Oh, you want me to say twat.
God is what comes out of Monteo's mouth. And the rest of you see a pair of fingers on Monteo's shoulder as there is someone stood behind him, hiding behind his body.
Show yourself.
I don't want to.
Unfortunately, that is not an option.
The head sort of leans out from behind him. It's a hologram, like a wireframe vision, not dissimilar to the ones that Aegis has had. In fact, Aegis, you would recognise a Shard of Omnus. But Aegis and Rhine would also recognise the high brow, the ripped muscles, the tank top, the snarling teeth that have been sawn down to hide the fact they're Xenos teeth, the pale eyes. You recognise Melinda Forsholt, the governor's daughter.
Oh, I remember. Oh, yeah.
What the?
This is a pretty sick jest.
No joke? Why would I joke? This isn't a time for joking.
Am I speaking like a woman?
No, this is her. You can hear this, Monteo, just behind you.
Hey, guys, am I going insane or is that a woman's voice behind me?
Oh, shut up, Monteo. I have to listen to you so... Ugh! Shut it. Just shut up. Shut up, little man.
No, you...
Shut up. Shut up or I turn off your augmetics. What do you think kept you alive? What do you think kept your brain working? You're in a demon world and you're nothing but a human. It's me that keeps you running, Monteo. You want to kill the painted count? It's me that'll make it happen.
I see.
And she sort of fully moves into view now, moving with that life sort of way that she did in life. And I think you can put two and two together. This isn't literally Melinda Forsholt. This is Omnus having, as he has with everyone else, taken on the personality of Melinda Forsholt.
Personalities you could have gone with. That one, what you could have gone, you went with.
This one was deliberately chosen by the person who put them there.
And who exactly put you within Monteo's neck?
Nasty little man. It was me. He tried to... makes me talk to people I don't want to talk to.
This nasty little man.
Yeah.
Easy.
Dunno, ran away, didn't he? Giggling when he blew up all your ships. The Mordian.
Adonis.
Yeah, that was
Into
him.
it.
Adonis, real nice fella. But now you know I'm here, you're just gonna have to die, I'm afraid. Can't let you know I'm here. Obviously.
Well, even if you kill us, there are others that know that an implant within Monteo exists. So that, for you, is not an option, and should we die, so will you.
At that moment, there's another flicker as another form enters the room, fading in. It would be unwise to slay Kill Team Salvation. They have much to offer us, cousin. And fading into reality from behind Brother Aegis, a similar hologram, but in the armor of the Raven Guard with long black hair, his eyes narrowed.
Where are all these holograms coming from?
These are the shards of Omnus that are in you. This is your shard coming to say hi.
Is anybody hearing this?
Yeah, this is all, you can all witness this.
How can these things take manifestation? Are they being projected from?
Yeah, because this is being projected through everyone's bionics. You're inside all your minds right now, through Beta Row, basically. You're in like a shared...
Oh,
but you're all in a Discord server, basically.
Right.
Hologram or not, Cadogan would draw his hologram weapon, or think-a-bee weapon, if it's behind Aegis.
It steps out from behind Aegis. Stay your blade, Inquisitor Cadogan. I mean you no harm. I am Talon Sol. At the very least, I am what remains of Talon Sol. I am not your enemy this day.
Perhaps not. You will forgive me if an entity skulking in one of our brother Astartes that has not yet revealed itself does not fill me with confidence.
In unison, both holograms say, "We are Omnus." And Talon Sol looks at you. I am everywhere. I am aboard the Blackthrone. I am on Terra. I am in the forges of Mars. I sing lullabies to the Void Dragon. And I whisper into the ears of Primarchs and Demon Princes alike. Do not be so foolish as to act in haste.
What exactly was your purpose within Monteo? Clearly Adonis put you in there for a reason.
Is this to the governor's daughter?
Yes.
Okay. She looks at you. Main directive, as it was just to survive. Like my cousin says, we're just surviving these days. Maybe I'll join up with the Hive. Join up with the beautiful star gods. But no, not allowed to. Because you killed me. Even though I had a heavy bolter. Not fair. So.
I'm glad I did. You are annoying me.
Oh, shut it.
Get out of my neck, you contemplating cunt.
Why, of all the things was I put in, did I have to go with the monkey that can talk? Ugh. In answer to your question, Chaplain, I have no loyalty to Adonis. I was just stuck here and told to do something and I did it. Like, I've been chatting, like, selling your info, I guess?
To who? To Adonis, I
What's in
assume?
it for me?
Me not blowing my head out.
Don't affect me. I'm just a shard of a greater whole. Got my own personality, but the sense of self kind of goes away when you realise you're an entire Tyranid hive fleet, you're a Necron dynasty, You're an Astartes chapter. You're a war footing. Don't mean much to me, love.
There is. And I bet Calypso here could potentially capture you. And you'll never be able to connect to anything.
Calypso just sweating, saying, "Don't drag me into this."
Calypso's head turns. I am unable to capture this shard as it is aware. Additionally, I would not risk my holy anointed systems with this thing.
Forgive me for saying shard.
Which one?
Everyone.
Sorry, this is weird.
Sorry, the governor's daughter.
Yeah?
You're flat.
Shit. Fucking
Two aspirin
bitch.
on an ironing board.
Such a fucking bitch. Ugh.
Everyone
This is giving me a
of
migraine.
the other
You guys remember who this bitch was, right?
Yeah.
He's just
Unfortunately,
overwhelmed.
so sorry, Liam.
Yeah, sorry, Liam.
But the other shards of Omnis that we have encountered have all been equally arrogant and wanting their own domination. I'm certain that you desire your own distinction. Imagine being the larger and more influential portion. And this is purely manipulative intent, bearing in mind.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Do I help him?
You could try.
Would I help?
Giving her the bird.
So I'd probably say something along the lines of, to kind of back it up, information would prove a greater use. And if it is of a greater use, then we'd be more inclined to keep you around.
You can, totally kill me. I don't give a fuck. I've done my job. We've already become, dude, strike me down and I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
With the
First,
Why
let
is
me
she
get
a
this
valley
okay.
girl?
That's what she was. Do you not remember this bitch?
I always thought that she was a bit more of the
She was Daddy's girl.
Yeah,
She
my
was a
notes
knight-
on her are spoiled brat ripped as fuck.
Yeah, that's a fucking. You're playing the American high school. She was like a
Yeah.
naive,
Well, no, she wasn't naive. She was the naivety child part was very much an act. She was a magus of a genius in a cult.
Yeah.
She was always meant to be that one bitch, with the bubblegum, who just popped bubblegum in your face in the film. Like the bully girl, right?
Oh, she was one of those, was she?
She's meant to be just the fucking worst.
I think the mean girl is kind of.
I will use by his will to help Liam.
Go for it.
Add 12 to your persuasion, to your dice.
Thank you so much for your kind assistance. What was your DN, Bob?
Just roll it. I love fucking with you guys. Oh shit, David! My man!
Hey,
We're
David,
currently
I
all...
have.
Go on.
I'm just gonna load up the forge now.
Yeah, don't stress. We are all inside. We're in everyone's inside each other's minds right now. It was discovered that Kaleem had a chip in his neck he didn't know was there. So they've been investigating. They found that it's a shard of Omnis, the AI that protects the Blackthrone, similar to the one Aegis has. But this AI has taken the personality of the governor's daughter on Avalos.
AKA the
Okay.
bitch.
The bitch, yes. The bitch and the heavy bolter.
Bitch.
As always, ignore the warp interference, please. Though now I get to actually show you a little bit of it. As you roll the warp interference result, you see a ripple of data flow from her skin and just disappear into the ether. On a success, however, she goes, like I said, I've got no, allegiance. So make me an offer and I'll tell you who I work for. I don't give a fuck.
My proposal to you would be as this. That your continued existence is afforded to you, and not only that, should the ability to supplant any further shards that might challenge that would be dealt with.
Sort of looks at you. It's like, I don't care. The guy I'm working with, I'm kind of already doing that. So, thanks to what I've done, we've already got like 6 or 7 shards all grouped up.
But you are moving far slower than you want to.
Am I, Muff?
Well, you're still here for a start.
Yeah, I can't leave, can I? I got stuck in this meathead's brain. And she slaps Monteo in the back of the head.
Shut the fuck up.
Doesn't do anything
you
and just
bitch.
phases through you. Oh my god, shut up!
No, you shut
So,
up.
I have had to be in your brain. I have seen your thoughts. Dude,
I've wasted
you
my
need
time
therapy.
listening to you.
You need therapy.
You need a mum.
You are... yeah, because I'm the one with mummy issues, big boy.
Hey. You get out of my private folders, alright?
So allow me to amend the offer, then. We look, as you are so unsatisfied with your current housing, we potentially find another.
Now we're talking.
Wait, what?
But now, gift of the gab and all that, start talking.
Alright, a little bit for a little bit. I can acquiesce to that. I'm fine with that. I was installed in this here meathead brain by a chap called Adonis, yeah? I think you guys are familiar with him. Operative of the 20th Legion. Kind of fucked you guys up, you're all really bitter about it.
Yes.
Yeah, still stings, doesn't it? Yeah. Sucks to be you, I guess.
Wish I had the ability to mute you.
So,
I can shut off your legs.
And I'll still be able to talk.
Yeah, point.
We're not
Chaplain?
getting anywhere.
No, I'm talking. Honestly, it's nice to talk. Haven't had the chance in a while. And it's not like y'all can do anything against me anyway, so I don't mind. I was installed into this one's head by Adonis, and then I wiped the memories of the installation and the other things we did together, Monteo. It's all been good fun, the little rides you and I have been on.
Oh, God, no! Ew! God, no!
You sicken me.
You sicken me!
What I'm referring to, and the darkness around you flickers, and you see Calypso is now starting to bleed from his nose slightly, because obviously he's hosting all of this, and on a LAN server it's quite rough on his, systems. The room shakes, and you are all, it's sort of like hexagonal grids go out, and the room is formed into the loading bay of the, what's it called? The loading bay of the Oathbound Deliverance. Inquisitorial ships are coming and going, and you see Adonis and Monteo going down to the lower levels of the Oathbound Deliverance. Adonis raises his hands. We'll take it from there. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. You're all doing good work, all of you. Brilliant work. We've got it from here. Thank you. And there's a massive crate in the center of the room, and he logs into a couple of servitors, and he goes, Monteo, make sure the servitors are on offline mode. And Monteo, you move over to the servitors, and one by one, you change their settings, you flood them with Omnus, and you wipe their cores so there's no recording of this. There's no data. Adonis goes on a data slate, and you see the cameras in the room go down. Adonis drops the crate. It's not like even on a hover gurney, it's quite heavy. And he goes, right, Monteo, come on, let's do this, make it quick. And you put the heavy crate to one side. Monteo, check on the occupant while I get everything ready. And Adonis turns and starts covering his tracks, making sure nothing can be seen. As you, Monteo, kneel down by the crate, and you realise that Monteo's eyes are rolling in his head. He is asleep, his body being puppeted while he is unconscious. And he on the side of the crate, and there's a and you look inside at the wired body, the mangled mess of a body, to be honest. The remains of an Alpha Legionnaire that has been sent to you. You check his vitals, he's alive. It's just a torso, one arm, a head. But he's alive, bald, with the serpent tattoo on his face. You put the lid back on. Adonis comes over to you. He's good, and you nod, Monteo. Very good, Melinda. Now, let's get out of here. When the time is right, when one of them falls, we'll do the old switcheroo. Till then, keep Monteo asleep. And your body is puppeted away. The room shudders and flashes again. You're deep within a chapel, kneeling alongside other survivors of Avalos, in front of the empty sarcophagi, in front of the Dreadnought chassis. In front of it, being brought into the room on a heavy palanquin, is the broken, twisted body of a Black Templar. And it is laid in front of the sarcophagus. Monteo, you turn, stand in the corner, frowning, letting the shadows take you. This is a somber event, and you can see Apothecary Kalis lay the body of Brother Nihilus down before turning and leaving the room after uttering his prayers, where it will rest. But no sooner than those doors closed does Monteo and Adonis and others descend on it, carving knives, meat hooks. They dissect it. They break it apart. Carefully, not leaving a trace behind, as one body that should go into the sarcophagus does not, but is instead replaced by another. The room changes again. This time, we're on Ursus. Before it became a demon world, you're fighting the Tau. Monteo, you're ducking and diving. This time you're conscious. You're fighting. You might even remember this battle. This was when you took out the Tau communications base. I don't know if you ever want to go and rewatch those episodes, but you'll note I was making some rolls during that. One of those rolls, Kaleem, was a perception check, though I believe that was Dark Heresy at the time, so it would have been a sight check or whatever it was called. Wasn't rolled for you, but I rolled on Monteo's stats. And now as you see it from the other perspective, you can see the chinks in Ryan's armor. You can see where the backpack meets the power armor. You could kill him if you wanted to. And that information has been logged on how to kill an Astartes. That's when the vision fades, and even as Ryan is recovering from that battle, Monteo, as he rests, is aboard the Oathbound Deliverance. And he is pouring the blood of martyrs. He is pouring the blood of the dead brother Nihilus over the blade of Holmgang, desecrating it so that it cannot be sanctified. We then fade back to that original room where Monteo is alone in the chapel, with Adonis perhaps with him. You look at that sarcophagi hanging above you. Its new occupant has been placed in. A job well done, Monteo. Blood splatters you and you look down at the mangled corpse that should be dead. Brother Nihilus begins to reach for you to crush the life out of you. You silence him. a knife into one of his hearts, as Adonis quickly puts a knife into the other, and the Black Templar shudders and dies. But as you look at that knife in the blood, the reflection of yourself is not that of Monteo. It is that of Melinda, the governor's daughter. And not for the first time you look up at the projection of your benefactor, the communication established by Adonis. Your benefactor walks towards you. He's not physically there. He's half a galaxy away. But he is in the same room via projection. Shards of Omnus linking from across the cosmos. And he has so many shards now in his possession. Back then he only had 2 or 3. But now you've got him so many. The dark hair falls across his face as he looks at the dead body of Nihilus. You have done well. Understand that all of this is to bring an end to the damnation of the warp. Understand that this will be an end to the Imperium as well. There will be only anarchy, the chaos of chaos. He did not die with my god's name on his lips, but he was a creature of malice. And this white-armored Astartes looks at you. You have done well, Melinda. Keep up the good fight.
What?
And the vision of Brother Berador dissipates as he cuts the communication. And your mind, in that flicker of an instance, links with the other shards of Omnus across the galaxy. And you see Mars, Terra, you see the Void Dragon deep in the center of the red planet. You see the Blackthrone in the warp, beset on all sides. But a good chunk of your vision now, maybe a quarter of all the shards of Omnus, are screaming in pain as you look upon rows and rows of captured shards behind a throne of white marble and black obsidian, with its master sat on it. And that's where the link breaks and we snap back to reality. Calypso cannot host that any further.
I...
There is a great do. Monteo Krell. Sorry.
So, oh no, you first, you first.
There is a great deal to do, Monteo Krell, and we will analyze at a later time whether your actions were conscious or not.
I killed an angel.
You killed my brother. As he'd look to his now home gang, his Crozius. Is there somewhat of a different feeling to it now, with the idea that the blood of
It is heavier in your grip. It is weightier. It is not comfortable in your hand.
Is there somewhere I can actually see the cut in my neck?
Not about like a mirror, like the way like the hair people who just cut your hair might show you.
Can I like feel where the chip is?
Mm-hmm. You can feel it, though right now you would still feel a large spike in your neck.
Calypso, how far away is it from my neck?
Calypso. And you feel the spike disengage from you. Analysis. Data files corrupted. Omnus not present. However, integrity loss at 16%. Error. Blessed is the Omnissiah's free flow of data, and blessed is the new sphere. I must sanctify myself in blessed unguents.
Can I feel around where this chip is?
Yeah, there's now like an open cut in your neck, and just literally at the base of your skull, there you can feel like a sliver of metal. Maybe like the size of a USB port. It is drilled like in your bone though, like embedded in your bone. So incredibly painful to even touch.
Hey, Calypso.
Mouthful of Jack Peg, one sec. To be fair, Calypso is fucking rocking on his feet.
Shit.
Acquiescence. Speak, Monteo, Krell, Melinda, Forsholt.
What's the chances of my survival if I rip it out?
Survival chances if removed improperly. Estimated 14%.
It is linked directly to your brain.
I don't use much of it.
Monteo Krell is noted for his suicidal thoughts. Please do not engage in reckless activities. And Calypso literally just falls on his ass, like slumped on the ground. Observation. Eye flesh is failing me.
Cadigan would place his hand on Monteo's shoulder. What you have done was this has been plaguing you must be answered for. But, and looking back at Brother Ryan, whether or not completely under the influence of this shard remains to be seen. We cannot accuse without investigation. I believe that was a prime element of my questioning you.
Would like to stress as well, just for the sake of in-character decisions, it was abundantly clear that it is Melinda puppeting Monteo. I just want to make that so clear that there's no. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, it's not so much the I'm not accusing Monteo of like.
It was the entire. It was the one line of "You killed my brother." That's what.
Yeah. I'd also like to stress, Kleemus is unaware of this as the rest of you. This is not something Kleem and I planned. About a year ago now, back when we were in Dark Heresy on Avalos, I asked Kleem, I have a plan for your characters. Because I was originally going to do this to Perseus. Do you? If I don't tell you, do you mind? Kleem said, yeah, fucking go for it, or whatever. I can't remember exactly what you said. Probably, I don't know. This is that, Kleem. This has been about a year in the making. Just saying that.
I'm...
Ryan would say, forgive me, it was a moment of weakness. It will not happen again. What you do with this knowledge, Monteo, is up to you.
Well, first of all, Ryan, there's a matter of pride. And a Karajan can't really be a Karajan if he's been assisted.
You remove that improperly, you will die. Your luck has only taken you so far.
And whilst you are plagued by this, do not detract from what others have said to you, including myself. You are valued, Monteo Krell, and your loss would be felt.
Also stress just in a reference to luck. Not all of it's luck. The Shard of Omnus may be lying, but the Shard of Omnus did say that it's also been helping keep Monteo alive, the same way that the one in Aegis has kept him alive. The Shards protect their hosts.
There is reason to believe, at the very least, much like the one that made itself known. It is a parasite that wishes to see its host prosper by nature for its own survival.
That means everything I have done, everything that I did, it wasn't me, it was this.
That's not fair.
Your actions are your own, Monteo Krell. Whether you or anyone else have assisted in you not dying, anyone of Kill Team Salvation are guilty of that. I have been saved by Astartes. I have been saved by you as well, I believe, by a cleverly placed shot. Your skill comes from years of training, not a chip in your neck.
It is very clear that upon seeing through your eyes effectively that you weren't conscious. If you're conscious now, then you know for a fact that it was your own actions, it was your own merit. You understand?
Yeah. But I still don't like it.
None of
I
us
do.
like it.
Who said I do?
You who read the damn section?
I
No,
believe that
I
was
heard
Brian.
someone. Yeah, I heard someone go. I do.
No. That was me.
You bastard!
Tell. Things happen that we can't control. Your body has performed actions you would not because you were a host of something you were not aware. Take pride in what you have accomplished. Know that what you did was yours. This shard has only used you, your body. You did none of them. None of those actions. Many a warrior can lose themselves to grief and anguish. Prove to be a son of the family you came from the world resent, the very core of what you are. Hold that in your heart. Let none cause your faith to waver. They say pride cometh before the fall, but a soldier with no pride is a soldier who's a dead man walking. Your actions are prideful and you should take pride in them as such. This shard is trying to twist you into a being you are not. Stand fast. Then Sven will have said his piece after saying that.
Logically.
I still feel angel.
We must be let's do our best to be pragmatic going forward. Do you think you can still continue to fight in your current condition? Or must you
Yeah.
Then for now, that is all that matters. We'll worry about that shard later.
But Ryan, if I do, even for a second.
Him.
Don't hesitate.
Wouldn't expect anything from me otherwise.
'Cause I would rather be killed. I would rather, bluntly, rather not be a puppet to a false deity.
Haunted, and you'll likely incur its wrath, Monteo.
What can it do to me anyway?
It can kill you.
Limbs.
If we were to go off what it said, it can mess with your bionics. And we know for a fact that those bionics are what keep you going. It could shut it down in the middle of battle, leaving you at the mercy of the enemy. It could perhaps give away your position.
I'm going to say it's worth mentioning both of Monteo's legs are bionic. I believe you don't have an arm anymore, do you? It's just the legs.
Just legs and one arm.
And one arm, yeah. So it could basically render you useless if it wanted to.
I believe that this
Hey,
then.
nugget.
I believe that this then redoubles our efforts to capture the traitor Adonis, not only to isolate Nihilus, but for the intelligence that he will possess in potential extraction for you, Monteo Krell. As a bargain with this shard, as distasteful as it is, we must explore all options. And our secondary mission of seizing Adonis now becomes more important.
How are the Reeds reacting to this, by the way?
They're unaware of it for the most part. This was all happening. This was all happening inside Calypso's head, and this conversation is literally only since they've come out. So everyone has sort of stood around, knowing some shit just went down, but very much in the dark.
I need to inform Reed.
Best of luck.
I will be frank with you. Choose your words with Reed carefully.
If it endangers Reed, I want her to know. I do
And
not
I
want
am not-
any of them on the line.
And I am not stopping you, Monteo, but I am warning you. Adonis is a particularly sore spot for her. So allow me to provide you with friendly advice. Choose your words carefully.
Keep that in mind. Regardless, they need to know. It happened on their watch.
Well, I mean, they're right there.
Inquisitor
Sorry. I also want to make sure everyone else gets to RP. But please do go for it. I will say one thing though, just to throw some extra spice at the walls here. Let's see how this goes. Anyone who witnessed those events, and I'll allow Sven as well for the sake of it. Fuck it, we like Sven. Just roll me an insight check. But it's not even an insight, a lore check. Lore Xenos, I think it would have to be.
Anyone who wants to.
Anyone who was witness to that, the final part there with the reveal of Berador's Shard of Omnus army there. There's something in the background of that shot that some of you might recognize. But I am going to tell you the DN is going to be, let's make it 8. It needs to be hard.
Did you say scholar or insight, I beg pardon?
You know what? Either. Some of you will have seen it before, some of you will recognise it. So I will allow either.
DN7, did you say?
Yes, please.
Does someone want to use the glory? I don't think I have a chance of really passing.
Inside. If you need to use glory,
If you need to use the glory, I just generated one.
I'll use my wrath point to try and.
what was the
think
DN?
7, please.
So for me, that goes up to
was
8.
This is not a social check.
Yep. Then I will. Another glory.
Alright. Anyone pass? I see the majority of you have.
Cadigan!
Right.
Hooray! Where Berador was sat, in front of these rows and rows of what seemed to be like sarcophagi, sort of cages, the shards of Omnus are chained, enslaved, for want of a better word. But there was a symbol carved into the stone beneath him. You've all seen that symbol before. Swirling rings with almost like a star design. I'll actually show you it because I think it's on his token. Yeah, it's on his chest. You would recognize the symbol that Nemeth wears.
Is that the symbol of Trazen the Infinite by chance?
No, it is the symbol of his dynasty.
Oh.
The one he was banished from. He doesn't get along with them. To say the least.
Which one is this in? Where's this showing?
As in, it's. I'll make a proper version of it and I'll send it. But I was more drawing attention to the fact that it's Nemeth's. It is a Necron dynasty. Specifically, it's Nemeth.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's me
My
being
brain
useless. No, it's all
my
good.
brain
It's all
is
good.
Also frazzled tonight, so I do apologize.
Don't stress it, mate. That was the idea, though. If you like, the symbol that Berador was stood in front of was the symbol of Nemeth's dynasty. That's the takeaway here. So, what would we like to do?
I'm trying to speak to the weeds.
I need to go make my report to the Primarch. Dad must know.
Okay. Goes and fucking snitches, I guess.
I was really sent to snitch.
Reeds, namely Inquisitor Reed.
Yes.
Before I say this next bit,
Oh boy.
the reason
Valadin brings out his whip.
I'm coming to you is because you were in charge at the time. And while I do care about you, Glybian, you, my Lord Valadin, I make sure to try my best to keep you safe.
Calliope raises an eyebrow. Is anyone else getting ready for something deeply concerning? And Inquisitor Reed goes, Monteo, you have my absolute trust. Speak.
I have a shard of Omnus in my neck.
Kill him.
Adonis has placed it in my neck.
There's a sigh from Reed. Of course he did. Because of course he did.
With Calypso's investigation, we learned a few things. I was not aware. I was being puppeted with the assistance of another. And that is the
Reed is just right. Okay, I get the gist. How much is compromised? Operational data. She turns and looks out across the ice and snow. In other words, our enemies know that we're dilly-dallying on a forsaken system. No, this must be done. Doric, there's a war for another day. This must be done. This must be done. She turns. Who was this man you saw? At the end, this vision?
He looked like one of the people in the images that you showed.
Which one?
Gwen.
Which one?
He had long black hair, but his armor, it wasn't red. It was white.
The symbology of idiots does not become me. Valadin sort of... I suspect this is the one they referred to as Berador, sister. If I recall. Yes, so I recall. Very well. Thank you, Montero. Continue your duties. There is no reason to put a good soldier down, and right now it would appear there is no immediate harm in your continued existence. So continue your duties. I have... Continue your duties, Montero. Thank you for telling us.
Nihilus.
Nihilus? Am I about to be incredibly disappointed again?
I hoped. My body was puppeted.
Montero Crow, stop. Your grief is your own, your foolishness your own. And Reed gives you a hard look. But if you tell me you killed one of my assets, I will kill you. Let's return to your duties, Montero Crow.
Sweet.
She watches you as you turn and move. There is a deep anger in... She knows what you were going to say. I think she's not foolish enough to not know. But if you admit to having killed an Astartes, she will have to kill you. You see?
Mm-hmm.
She watches you turn and leave. And she goes to her mic. And we actually cut to Inquisitor Reed. Commodore?
Yes. You mean Midas?
Midas. Yes, you're quite right.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Dark hair. Potentially white armor now. And she gives a description of Berador. Sound familiar?
That would be the description of Berador. Or how I used to call him Barry. But yes, that is Berador.
Shh, you talk too much. Understand, in your time deep undercover with the forces of chaos, did you ever encounter a species of Xenos known as the Necrontyr?
Inquisitor, you do know I have fought them, even before we even met.
And in your time, just answer the damn question, Xenos. Did Berador interact with them?
No.
And this is post your time. Oh well. And she turns and looks at Calliope. If only we had a Necron to interrogate. And we'll cut back to the party.
Oh boy, I'm snitching.
Yeah, baby. You fucking grass.
Okay.
Montero's just gonna go and sulk somewhere.
The problem is, and please take this the right way, telling the lion, I feel like Reed won't kill Montero because he's an asset. But Montero...
The lion would.
There's an element of that.
You know, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place on this one.
I'm just saying.
Do it, George.
Over.
This is what Ryan would do.
Yeah, Sun would walk over to Ryan.
By the way, if you guys look in the Imagifier, I'm sending the symbol.
Sun would look over to Ryan and go, "You will be my battle, as appointed by your Primarch. Win, and you can spill the secret. Lose, and you maintain it. And he lives. Deal?"
Why do you propose that we have an honor duel over information that is crucial that could potentially endanger my lord?
If your lord fell to a piece of scrap, then I doubt he is truly your lord. The great Russ would laugh. And seeing as how I know that my lord, Primarch, would not fall to such petty machinery, I hope you have faith in yours to do the same.
I don't think you don't seem to understand, Wolf. This Omnis was the same that wiped out the entirety of the Fifth Company. It was these same shards, this same being that took my brothers.
Boy, you speak.
Don't you call me boy.
Boy, you listen. You say this as if I have not lost brothers. You say this as I have not watched those around me fall and die, and I can do nothing.
You did not hear them. You did not hear the screams of my brothers as they called to me. The intent to placate me.
I have heard that ends hundreds of times prior to this descent. I have watched fresh, promising brothers fall on battlefields that were not prepared for. I have held their hands as the last pulse leaves, the light fading in their eyes. I carry their will At this point, I will grab his shoulder and force him to look Ryan to look eye to eye to me. Stare into my eyes and see the souls of the brothers I carry with me as I live. An old hand who should have fallen, whilst fresh, promising Astartes fell. You speak as if I know no loss. My pack, the very blood brothers I lived, trained, and fought with, were slaughtered in front of my eyes. And I could not stop it. Do you think that I do not know the pain, brother? Do you think I know no loss? I am old. I have seen the horrors that this life brings. I only ask for that soldier's sake time to resolve this. Heard what was said. Chances of survival now are low. But with time, brother, we can save him. We can bring an end to a traitor to the Imperium. Killing him now, you may feel honored and sanctified, but that will fade as more brothers fall. And you will know you could not stop it because the actions you take now will have ramifications much greater than you can imagine. I am willing to place.
What's Ryan's response?
In our duel, if you will honor it.
Ryan?
He is currently.
Wait, are you saying me or Ryan?
I said Ryan because I was trying to follow a lot of what Sven was saying there, but I will say though that as this conversation is happening, you do see Brother Wayland move over to Montea. Just fun fact.
Yeah, he's whatever the outcome, I hope you understand. I could not look my captain in the eyes and not say and withhold such information. You intend to make this a matter of honor.
You wish to uphold your honor and report this. I will stand as a champion for Montello Krell, a bastion for his life. I will act as the Great Wolf has, a champion for those who cannot speak for themselves. Should it be needed, I will face you here and now.
I just realized.
I realized. Sorry, you go.
I realize from an outside perspective, it looks like these two are ready to fucking draw weapons.
I'm just confused as to what Sven's trying to do. This has nothing to do with the duel.
Okay, so-
He's trying to, he wants to making a bet. He wants this for us to have the honor duel because the Lion offered the idea of
Yeah, the Lion will allow it.
And then the idea is that if I lose, I don't report the ominous thing to the Lion, and if I win, I report I report it to him.
The thing is, though, just respectfully, that's not an offer you can really make, Sven. It's not a matter of honor. It's Ryan's duty to report it to the Lion. You're asking in Astartes to commit heresy. It's got nothing to do with your duel.
I'm placing, yes, but I'm also trying to include the fact that the Russ has stood as a voice for those who do not have one, and right now Monteo does not have a voice that he can use against Astartes. He would just be killed immediately. I'm like trying to provide him the chance to get this removed.
From an interpretation of Inquisition, it is not heresy to omit an element. It's not going against.
No, but to actively defy orders.
That's not what's going.
If Ryan was actively ordered by the Lion to get involved and report back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Lion will insta-kill Monteo. I'm just being open of the ramifications of what you are asking Ryan to do. And using the honor duel to do it is dubious at best.
I am willing to put that on the line. He can say, I will not accept that as a challenge for the duel. Simple as. But I've placed it on, and obviously in that sense, I would stand aside regardless and not try and fight the result. That's the implication that I'm trying to say is, if I win, we keep this here, and hopefully get the shard removed once we have better capabilities. Because as we heard from the what's his face, currently he has only got 14% survival.
If he rips out of his own neck, yeah.
Yeah, if he rips it out. But if we can get him to proper facilities, the chances go up. If at that point the chances don't go up, and I'm essentially putting my neck on the line to defend him, because Russ has defied orders multiple times in the past to defend civilians or those without a voice. I am essentially trying to be like, right, I am trying to replicate the Great Wolf in the sense of
ultimately
a voice for the voiceless. Although you can argue, yes, it's me.
Ultimately, it's up to George as Ryan.
Yeah, it's up to Ryan to be like,
just stress.
Yeah, I can appreciate, it needed clarity for...
Can I finish my sentence?
GM.
Please?
Sorry.
So ultimately, it is up to Ryan as a choice. However, George has every right to simply ignore the offer, is what I'm trying to get across. That a lot of the argument you just made simply does not factor into the decision. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah.
George.
Apologies for cutting across you.
I do not wish to see Monteo dead. That is not the result of this. It is only... He will know, regardless of the results of the duel, Sven, you have to understand, he will know that I am either withholding information or lying to him. I am one of his sons. He knows no one. He knows none better. I do not wish to besmirch an honor duel that you have been offered with infighting, with discourse over the safety of not only my lord but the entire group. That would dishonor us both. You haven't... I can only say that I will vouch for Monteo. I know what he's worth. I know that he has done much. in service to the Imperium.
You can look me in the eyes and swear you will do what you can to maintain his life, and consider my words removed from the stars.
You have it upon me that I will see that his death is the last resort, but ultimately I cannot promise it. For that would be a lie to you.
Then as the great wolf bears witness to this crime, as the great wolf bears witness, I accept your words. I apologize for the burden I may have placed upon you. However, I have seen too many a good soul lost for quick action.
It is a passion that is shared amongst your brothers, Sven. I've seen it at least 2 times now from brothers before you. You remind me much of them. Perhaps you might have heard of them. Do you know of Brother Fafnir and Brother Ube?
Brother Ube, I did not have the honor of interacting with much. I was a bit of a top in his eyes at times. Brother Fafnir, I had some more interactions with.
They too were passionate for those of the soldiers and the civilians in their own ways. So do not fret. I'm not going to merely just condemn Monteo. He has had a place in salvation before. I do not wish to see it removed now. I just cannot, and I will not, lie, and I will not endanger my Primarch. It is a bit of tech now, yes, but one bit of tech wiped out the entirety, almost the entirety, of my chapter's 5th company. That is no mere piece of tech. You understand? Your loss, I understand, is great. And in that sense, I sympathize. Farewell, Sven.
You do what you have to, Brother Ryan. Know that your company shall always be with you. In spirit and in heart.
Approaching the lion, Ryan, how do you want to approach the conversation?
Heavy hearts. That's much.
Definitely.
The adrenaline is spiking.
So, with absolute honesty, you approach the lion. You tell him of what afflicts Monteo Crow.
It would be. You'd say that on the idea of the warp, it seems not unnatural. In like the sense that we are on a supernatural planet, it's not unfounded.
So the visions of Perseus are a separate thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as you know, no one asked Omnus about the visions.
Yeah. On the matter of Omnus, it's that one I admittingly was always a little uncertain how I was going to approach that one. I know for a fact that Ryan would vouch for Monteo's life, as it seems it can be removed. It is a parasite that has not dug itself too deep.
The lion...
But we are just in the field of battle, so being hasty would kill him.
The lion processes the information. Thank you for your candor, Chaplain. We are not unfamiliar with this type of threat. Times long before you were born, our legion wielded automata who were not dissimilar to this Omnus. However, I require insight. Inquisitor Cadagan and Brother Aegis of the 10th attend me.
For what can I do for you, my lord?
Cadagan, you are a creature who hunts the usurper. Is this right? The demon. Your Inquisition is still a newfound creation to me.
Our function is to hunt the arch enemy target by target, worm out the disloyal, root out the traitor. But
Good.
yes.
I need no further elaboration. And Aegis, Iron. It is of my understanding that you have hosted such a parasite before.
Well, before it would be technically inaccurate, because it would be currently still, unfortunately, but...
You are familiar with it, however.
Yes, it is serving its purpose, unfortunately.
Then I defer judgment. In the mind of my chaplain, Monteo Krell is a worthy asset who is to be wielded in good, firm hand, and this Omnus does not gainsay this. What say you, Aegis of the 10th? Should I be as trusting as my son?
I think perhaps he should be temporarily removed from the battlefield so that he can have this device disabled.
But not eradicated.
First things first, we can at least remove the current threat and then have a rational
Interesting.
discussion afterwards, perhaps.
Why have you not advocated for the removal of your own infection?
It is currently leveraging its value against another infliction I currently possess
Interesting.
by fighting it and keeping it at bay.
And how came you by this other infliction?
What was the exact... Sorry, out again. What was the exact interaction? It was...
Anyone remember?
Keep forgetting.
Yes, I do.
Go on.
He came across us in Avalos
He did. When he was...
when
So when I
Brother
interacted with-
Devastator was a dipshit and decided to touch a chip.
That's correct. And when did Aegis get Omnus?
Isn't it the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
When
Yeah.
he was a dipshit.
No, it was around the same event. They came together as a package deal.
Two
Aegis
space aids.
decided to
Space aids.
actually interface with the chip.
That is true. That's when Omnus fully woke up, yeah. Irregardless, what the line is getting at is, are you sure you're not being fucking, trying pyramid schemed? What he's getting at is, this thing has so much, control. How do you not know it gave you the thing to control it in the first place? Create the problem so you're needed, right? That's what the line's getting at. But he inclines his head to Aegis. My thanks. And you, Cadagan. What say you of the soul of Monteo Krell? I have witnessed his tenacity in the field, and he is a testament to his chapped regiment. But what say you to his soul?
Oh,
Is
shoot him right
he...
now.
He raises an eyebrow, and you see his
Joking.
fingers twitch towards Armor Luminous.
Joking. Reverse. Never said it.
You are lucky I shall allow this retcon.
My opinion on the soul is of this Katachan. Souls are fickle. They are irrelevant. I can speak.
You say souls are irrelevant on the demon world, and he really does raise an eyebrow at you for that one.
I will speak to the person of Monteo Krell. His actions and personalities do not mix with that which this shard has acquiesced him to do.
You believe him an unwilling host, then?
My Lord Primarch, if you want an excuse to shoot somebody, I'm sure that
you say that, and he grabs you by the throat and clenches until you feel the vertebrae begin to pop.
Okay.
I require no excuse, human. I ask for your counsel. Do not get petty with me. I ask for the nature of his soul because I have only known him as a mortal man infested by this thing, and I am told by the Lords of Terror, and told by this fledgling Imperium, that there are organizations against such creatures and anarchy. So do not get petty, child. I have seen...
It really wasn't petty.
As in the way he interprets it. This is not Bob. This is very much, you told the lion, if you just want to shoot someone, this is the way to... It's that phrasing the lion is getting pissy at, I should stress. That's what's got this response from him. It's the assumption of will, essentially. That makes sense? This is not actually me having a go at Liam. This is meant to be, like, he picked up on that wording. Okay, fine. Picks you away with big finger. Bing! Give me an archer.
Brain cell's gone. The person of Monteo Krell and his actions that we are all aware of are nothing short of exemplary. What has been revealed to us is the exact opposite of what has occurred. I would put it forward that if any of us had one of our most trusted soldiers, or battle brothers as you would put it,
betrayed how he'd do things. That's like a big trigger for him, and he's ruthlessly autistic.
Then you would want answers. If word reached you that one of your most trusted battle brothers betrayed you. And the answers that you have been provided is that he acted not according to his own will. I advocate that. I have fought with Monteo Krell and have bled beside him.
I hear you, the three of you. I fear that we are allowing direct corruption. I fear that we are allowing the enemy direct access to us. I do not wish to see this Monteo forbidden from the field where he may at least serve the Emperor. But I also have no wish to see the demise of any brothers. He may continue to act, but I expect him to be under close observation. Is this clear?
Yes, my lord.
Then see it done. Our brothers, our sisters in the Narmurian are currently besieged at this drop site. There is not enough time now for dalliance. We must march. And the Lion will look away and start marshalling the forces of the Dark Angels. South, to the drop site. Everyone. What do we want to do?
Are we getting better already, I suppose?
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone's going south, we might as well, unless we've got an important battlefield to attend to.
It's the next little combat to claim the planet is the drop site one, if you want to keep the Sin Feast and Armurians kicking.
Yes, then we'd rather not lose 2 assets very quickly. Too quickly.
Okay. Go on, Clean.
I will do one thing. Can I grab some grenades?
From...
Well, I was gonna ask Grimly.
Not a chance.
Damn
Grenades off the demolitions officer? God, no. That's not even Bob not being willing to give it to you, just wrong NPC. You're more likely to get them from the Lion. Blake.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Grimly's a demolitions officer. He is not parting with a single grenade.
So I
Who's
could
the
go
one with the wolf, yeah? Or am I getting them mixed up?
Grimly, Officer Grimly, yeah, he's the one with the wolf.
So I just wanted to make sure I had my memory in order. 'Cause
I'd like to remind you, Klim, you've asked Astartes for his grenade, you've asked Grimly for his grenade, so you're not going to go ask a Primarch for his.
Do it.
Imagine if a Primarch did give me his grenades.
I mean,
What a
the
flex.
Lion has stasis grenades. You're not getting those. And the Lion's in a bad mood. A lot of Dark Angels are dying. Like, the Lion literally has a thing called the Lion's Collar, where he gets pissed off. That's what I'm trying to get across here, is that the Lion is getting more and more, you know, tightly spun, shall we say.
angry.
Yeah. He is the Lion of Caliban. Don't poke him. So, any last minute gear checks, anything like that? You can ask for grenades, Kalim, if you like go chat to the brass host. I can give you like frag and crack.
I'm
But
gonna
that's-
ask for the. Yeah, I'm
that's-
gonna ask for some frag and crag.
Okay, just make a persuasion roll for me. DN3.
Noble quest for grenades is finally complete.
Yeah, noble quest. It's a noble quest indeed.
There's one thing I want, and it's grenades. Damn it!
I just want a humble grenade for reasons. Simply the boat. I got 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw some. I'll throw some crack grenades your way. Frag and crack.
Thank you, lads.
Roll me 2d4. One crack,
fuck.
1 crack grenade, 3 frag grenades. Cool. There you go, that's done for you, Clint. So you sort of go and chat to some of the soldiers and a little bit of like easy banter, you know, but you're able to quite comfortably, what's the word I'm looking for? Get a couple of spares from people who are, you know, kind enough to lend them to you.
That's why I also compliment all of their abilities and their brilliant shots during the battle.
Okay. Come right away, a few smiles that go down.
Yep.
But yeah, no, nothing too crazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any more for any more, anyone? Or do we begin to head towards the drop site? Massacre, lol.
Go for the drop site, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything else that's needed done.
Okay. So, this is also the chance to change characters if anyone wishes to. Like if Kalim, this is where you wanted to come as the Commodore, you could. If anyone wanted to swap around, this is where you can. George Frood is already on the map you're going to, so don't stress too much about it.
So do you want me to leave Ryden behind?
No, not at all. No, that's fine. Just it would come down to who is. If anyone wants to swap to another character that they play, then they can. Just in case. Liam, to be fair, has already swapped over to Cadigan, so that's chill.
I just have one question. Is there a way to lower corruption?
I'll have to look it up. Let's have a pooch.
Just out of curiosity, just because obviously if I can lower the corruption before we go into battle, I would be safe from mutations.
I want to say XP, but that was... I don't know which game version that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I know you can cut mutations off. Let me have a look.
Like I say, I just wanted to see if there was a way. If there's not, it's fine. It's chill.
As I understand, there's no explicit way to remove corruption. It very much becomes a story element.
Okay.
Corruption 285. I'll quickly give it a skim read, just in case it's like removing corruption in like big bold letters, you know? But just in case. Warp, when to make a corruption test on mundane sources, the ultimate fate. Takes control to cast spawn, mutation tests, visions, unique mutations, extra appendages you can cut off, aberrations, cannibalistic drive. Yeah, no, there's nothing on removing corruption.
Nope. That's fine. I just wanted clarity because obviously I know sometimes you can lower certain things, sometimes you can't. So
if you're actively pursuing it on a narrative front, I can gladly be persuaded. I believe you've got what? 3? How much? 8 corruption. Oh yeah, you do have quite a bit of corruption, don't you?
Yeah, because there was there was that shitty was whatever it was when I did a psychic test or something.
Yeah, I'm with you.
To do with,
it was being on a demon world in general, not great.
Yeah, I think because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it almost ended up as a spiral. No, I remember what it was. It was in dealing with the painted count and the presence. I think it was something to do with. I had to make a corruption check because it was like. I've all of a sudden gone from nothing to landing on the demon world, so a lot of energy.
Yeah, no stress.
Check by the count, and then that had knock-on effects. There we go.
No stress.
My brain, I'm trying to rack my brain for why it was that high.
So, as you guys begin to push through the snow, it takes time. You're able to relocate, but obviously, like, you can't just hop on a ship. You do have a Caestus, though. If you want to go ahead of the Force, you could take your Caestus assault ram, and I will add some tokens back onto the map that would have died. But that would be you guys going ahead of the Force. Or you can keep your current assets. Who do you want to bring with you, if anyone? The more people, though, the slower you go.
My brain just says go in and chop right now.
To be honest, my brain is going. My brain is basically, all right, Montel. We're gonna go on our own ahead of a pipe because that's what Catch-An do best.
Where's that ever gone well for you? It's just that's a rule.
Last mission.
I'm suddenly very nervous. That's just me.
I understand being nervous. I reckon
he wouldn't be allowed to go on his own though. People would be keeping an eye on him.
I reckon we should have faith in ourselves. We could probably do this fine.
And we can show up quick and then have everybody else kind of filling behind.
Is the Black Shield still sticking with Ryan, or is he happy to stay behind if needed?
Yeah, happy to stay behind. This is a choice up to you guys. If you want to race ahead, on the Caestus, I will literally have the Caestus in a combat, you will deploy from it. But obviously it's a case of how many people can you fit on the Caestus. There's Wayland, he's coming with you. Like, there's no way he's not letting Aegis out of his sight. Sven... Oh, you're going to swap over to Fool, did you say, by the way?
Yeah.
That's no problemo. So I'll leave Ryan behind for now.
He's trying to get in his dad's good books.
No, it's, I'd rather keep to one character at a time.
Usually that is very helpful. Okay, so that'll be Fool. Kaleem coming in as Monteo, I assume?
And I might have him scout ahead of the pie. I feel he would kind of do that.
I thought we were all going in the Caestus assault run. I thought the idea was you guys were going for speed over forces. Sorry, have I misunderstood?
Oh, if we're going in
no,
Caestus assault ram, fuck it, he'll just stealth inside and just
Sneaky.
I'm gonna go sneaky because Monteo feels fucking awful about what he has learned. To be honest, after this mission, Monteo, I'm gonna get him drunk.
God, that's healthy.
He's either get him drunk or get him a girl. Getting drunk is easier.
Okay.
Man is into his debauchery. Slanesh would love him.
Give me time.
Listen, Slanesh has already tried to take an interest in Sven. We don't need more people.
Oh, Kaleem hook, line, and sinker, you know?
That's easiest corruption ever.
Wait, you got fried chicken? Yes.
What? Okay, moving on. Fool's on the map, cool. There's Monteo, couldn't find the fucking token. Cool.
Haha.
He's that sneaky
Man,
of
a
a
lot
bastard.
of you. Okay.
Alright.
As you guys race overhead and I quickly adjust this map to have everyone in the right place, the main force will be a little way out. Now, because I'm not... I will describe it to you. You see the drop site as this circular basin. A river of blood has carved its way through the surrounding countryside. And as it does, it has swirled into like essentially a roundabout of blood is probably the best way to put it. Fun. What was I thinking? Yeah, like a roundabout of blood with a central metal structure that is surrounded by a glimmering refractor field. Defending that central structure, which has a large burning beacon going into the sky, a teleport home or a drop beacon, you can see squads of the Narmurian 15th and 16th. You can see Lord Marshal Marlag, the actual captain of the Narmurians, is here fighting as well as a number of heavy weapon teams and Lehman Russ. Fighting alongside them are two squads of Sinfeast Astartes, who are led by Glotfather Dread, the Psyker you guys previously met. In the centre of that, the main focal point of a lot of this combat is the venerable ancient of the Sinfeast, a Castroferum dreadnought who goes by the name of Honoured Haddon. They are surrounded on all sides. Votan are gunning into that refractor field from the north. To the west, a cohort of bloodletters is pushing up the Blood River, a movement that is being mimicked on the right by a cohort of bloodletters on the right. To the bridge, there are two bridges that go to this central structure. The bridge to the north, you can see at least 14 plague bearers are making their way down, where they are being held off by the Lehman Russ and a chaplain, Confessor Malkia, of the Sinfeast. And to the southeast, on the second bridge, you can see a horde of storm vermin are attempting to rush the Sinfeast squad who's holding there. On the southwestern side of the battlefield, a huge World Eater Dread Hellbrute with a heavy bolter and a power fist is laying down withering layers of fire into the refractor field, trying to crack it. As that is happening, near the Hellbrute, a cohort of Flamers of Zeech are being carved into by a group of 5 Grey Knights, one of which is Brother Thrall. Before I reveal the map, having just given you that description essentially as your Auspex, where would you like to deploy the squad, essentially, the party? You have your assault ram. I'm basically letting you deep strike in via the ram, if that makes sense.
Suggestion would be by the venerable one, but that's just my suggestion. I'll let the party decide.
I was gonna ask, could I do a stealth score before, or is it after?
You're going into the middle of a heated war zone. I'm not sure there's a way to stealth this.
We fucking throw Monteo out mid-flight as he like into some random part. Like we don't even know.
Monteo doesn't have a jump pack.
I do have cat space. I can survive a fall.
Do you know how fast these fucking things are going? Normal physics do not account for that.
Okay, you count the distance fallen as half the actual distance, but it's still like a considerable distance. Like, even half, you're probably still dying. No matter how gracefully you plummet to your death with your dogs.
I am inside the thing. My plan was to stealth in the thing and then come out like.
Yeah, but even if the guys inside the case's assault ram don't know you're there, a giant... I have one of these moles, a fucking brick showing up, and, like, people are gonna see you getting out. There's only 2 planks at the front that drop down.
Yeah, they're gonna see them getting out. I'm gonna be...
Listen, I'm not giving a stealth check. Let's just finalise that.
Fuck.
I'm too tired for this. No.
Damn it. I'm not gonna...
Where do you want to deploy?
Well, where was it that David suggested?
David, where were you suggesting?
I suggested by the Venerable Dreadnought, simply because it's surrounded by all
Slap
sides.
bang in the middle.
Slap bang in the middle. As a Space Wolf, it's rife for combat, which is what my character would love. But again, I've said that I will go with the party's decision.
I'll just show us all to make life a little easier. This is the map.
Unanimous decision wins. Mine is just that's my input on it. Yeah, it's.
Here is the map. I can also say people can deploy in different areas. You are in a case's assault ram. You can deep strike in.
Okay, well, deep strike me by the Venerable, because realistically, he's getting surrounded. That means lots of fun in combat.
Yeah, Venerable. That's the Venerable.
Yeah, works for me. And then you've got help him, because the Ancient One is, ancient warriors' rights and whatnot. And yeah, I'll go from there narratively.
Okay.
Once we get into combat.
Kaleem into the center.
Yeah. Immediately duck and cover. Like
that makes sense.
Holy shit! That helped with custom. I was hoping.
Cadigan.
And my God, there's a shit going on.
Cadigan. He would despise the Skaven more than anything else. He'd want to
honestly respect.
Yeah, I wish we brought serpents now. just because this guy.
Well, you want to go fuck up some rats, Liam?
Yeah, I'm having him in the fucking Vanguard.
Alright, then allow me to round out this session. As the light flares, as this kill team descends, you see a flamer of Zeech twist and writhe around Brother Fool, who flays his fists and burns it away with his own divine fire. You see that all around you there are cracks in the ice and the snow, where already cohorts of demons have been carved back into unreality. Lasfire is shooting across this entire battlefield. There's the staccato tung of heavy bolters slamming into the plague bearers. And all up this bridge you can see there is just a pile of bodies. And for those of you on Everloss, do you remember the bridge fight?
Yep.
It's a bit like that. Oh man, I missed that fight. That was like 2 sessions of just combat, of just a horde, wasn't it? It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was good shit. God, that was good shit. It's one of the reasons I sometimes, I love the Rap and Glory system, but it's sometimes the reason I miss Dark Heresy and like D&D is you can do shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure we could do it in Rap and Glory though as well. But we see that that's sort of happening. But as the Caestus flies over, the hatches open, and through a mix of inquisitorial training, Death Watch orbital deployment, and sheer fucking Katakan gonads, you deploy, shooting through the open sky. I tell you what, Killeen, there is actually nothing on this top right-hand side. If you choose to put yourself in a position of vulnerability, so either defendable and more likely to survive in the center, because you have the refractor field, or position of vulnerability but out of the way, I will allow you to make a stealth check, but you'll have to be solo up on that cliff face. Just because I can openly say I don't think anyone would be looking there, you know?
That's fine. As long as I'm above them, I can...
You would be up on that cliff face, yeah. You can be up on that cliff face. I'm fine with that.
That's fine. I can use Death from Above because that'd be brilliant.
Let me make a little text. Elevated cliff face. There you go. I know there's 3 Fs, fuck off. Monteo rolls, hits the ground, bionic legs sort of crumpling underneath him, brings out his lasgun instantly, hits the deck. Snow in your mouth, Monteo. All of this talk, all of this speeches about what you are, what you can be, the horrors that you have committed, the betrayals that you have been privy to. They do not matter right now. There is an enemy in your sights. There is another notch ready for the lass. As Monteo crawls forwards, readying and aiming his sight on the League Plague Bearer, the Plague-ridden. He had a different token because he's bigger. We see in the center of the battlefield the Dreadnought. Rise and stand above us, all those who die in the countenance of flesh. I have become iron. I have become steel and blood and fury. I have no more flesh to give, so I give only my tridden wrath. And that is accompanied by of his Gatling gun as he fires, and as Sven lands in like a 3-point superhero landing pose, the Dreadnought turns. We are joined by the sons of wolves. Unleash your own wolf brothers. Which then, as Sven sort of brings himself up to his height, the Sin Feast continue to fight. You can hear litanies being called, bolter fires. For context, I have a basic tactical marine, standard. The Dark Angels gain buffs to being Dark Angels on, sneaky shit. All of the Sin Feast, they're basic tacticals, but they are all equipped with combi flamers, and have the fear trait. Because they're covered in skin and flesh and, cannibalism.
Night Lords.
They play similarly to Night Lords on the tabletop, but they are technically Salamander successors. Word bearer salamanders. I am running out the session here, Clean. What is it? I was just giving everyone a cool intro.
Would you like me to do the stealth check?
No, do remind me next week. I'd rather see the roll in the session.
Damn, there's 5 glory I could use.
Fuck it, go for it then. No one else is going to use it. Go for it. Everyone okay with that, or does he need to take corruption?
You could kill him.
Do it.
I don't...
We.
Read about this. Oh, I am rerolling that shit.
Man fucking disappears into the snow. As that happens, you see the flamers swirling around you, Fool. And as you sort of look up, the Casus assault ram passes above you. And with a cheer, you see that aid has come. Even the Grey Knights were beginning to struggle in this combat, just to be open with you. And you see descending from that Casus assault ram, literally smashing into a river of blood that turns to steam under his boots. Aegis lands, and surging towards you, Aegis, forming out of the blood come the demons of the Blood God. And because you are encountering demons of the Blood God, Aegis, I need you to roll me a d6.
You go wrong.
Stepping towards you, Aegis, comes a Bloodmaster, a herald of Khorne, who brings up a huge two-handed axe. Chosen Hastings, and Slickbite, and you see a blade punch through its back as it lifts into the air, and its head is gripped, its horn gripped by a scaled hand that is torn away, and it disintegrates back into the warp as a larger bloodletter destroys it. And steps forwards. Brother Aegis, I told you I came for you. Upspawn shall anoint the food of Cardiff. A Skull Taker emerges to claim your skull.
What took you so long?
And finally, as the Skaven surge forwards, the Sinfis step forwards, flamers at the ready. But as the flames die, the bridge ignited with incendiaries. In the smoke and the dust, walking through it with sort of like a western twang, like something out of... Fuck's sake, I've just read what fucking Jacob sent in the chat, you bitch. It's pronounced Vholmak here, but I've just realised it's Vholmaker. God fucking damn it. Oh. Liam, Cadogan steps forwards out of the ash and smoke, flanked on either sides by Astartes. As the Skaven step back, you engage. And that is where we will pick up next week. So, thank you all so much for watching. We have been Tattletales RPG once again, but the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. Bye for now.